Hello, and thank you for tuning into Legends of the Watchtower, a MASKS universe tabletop podcast.
Do you spell it out?
I just did.
What does it stand for?
Oh, do you pronounce it masks? Is that how you pronounce it? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just the GM. You know, do whatever you'd like, though. The MASKS Universe Tabletop World is a series of playbooks that came out in like 2016, maybe. And I think they're still making them. I was going to do more that like mirrored our normal intro, but you just drove a semi-truck through it, and it wasn't really too sturdy to begin with.
Ain't no one stepping to my intro.
Whew. Okay. Whew. Wipe this flop sweat away. Welcome, everyone. This is a bonus episode.
Bonus.
Bonus. Thank you, Zach.
Welcome.
And we are not going to be covering any episode.
If you're hearing this and you're not subscribed to our Patreon, you have stolen from us. Please turn this off right now.
Hold up.
This is a premium episode. Please delete it from your device. Thank you. Good night.
Okay. Premium content, please. Pirates, turn back. Pirates, I see you. We're not going to be covering any DCA Universe episodes today. Not consciously, at least. It might come close to fan fiction because we are going to be playing some tabletop games using the masks. I guess you can't just say it like as a word.
Mm-hmm.
The masks game system, which is a powered by the apocalypse dealio, all dealing with young superheroes, dealing with their like emotions and also bad guys and drama. And I'm Mitchell. I didn't introduce myself yet. You probably know. I can't imagine this is your first episode of the podcast. Anyway, I'm gonna be.
If it is, that's weird.
Did we pull an Adventure Zone where the spinoff gets way more popular than the actual podcast?
Yeah. Well, we might find out. We don't know at the time being, but you're here with us to find out too. Unless you're a pirate, in which case I cannot stress enough. You gotta get the fuck out of here. Joining me, your dungeon game master, is Zach.
Yo.
Graham.
Hello.
Cameron.
Good day, comrades.
No.
No, too early.
And Emily.
Hey.
That was good.
It's good energy there.
Thanks.
Of us all around.
Good roll call, everyone. Good.
We're done now, right?
Extremely
Raising
good.
the hand.
Yep.
I think we did it.
That's it. Thanks, everyone.
Clean in and out. Evac. Let's get back to the helo. All right. So what I would like to do, I think, what makes sense to do, is go over y'all's characters. First, the like quick brief overview. I guess I should explain masks. A brief. This is a quick asterisk. All of our first times playing this, so if we get something wrong, I'm so sorry.
It's his fault.
It is my fault. But it's a role-playing system that's based around playing young teens. Think like Young Justice, Young Avengers, Young Money, stuff like that. And you are dealing with having superpowers and all of the teenage emotions and conflict that comes with it. And as a result, the big thing that Masks focuses around is not so much your physical attributes, like a Dungeon World or a D&D or something. You know, the classic strength, dexterity, wisdom, intelligence, stuff like that. It doesn't use those for stats, but instead uses what are called labels. And the 5 labels are danger, freak, superior, mundane, and savior. And these are essentially the way that you, as a young budding teen hero, see yourself fitting into this vast world of superheroics. And all of the people around you, both the fellow PCs, NPCs, especially all the adults, are going to be kind of constantly trying to tell you how you fit into that world. And so they're going to be constantly sort of trying to shift your own perception of yourself. And so these, if you seeing yourself as, more of a danger, or, your powers make you feel ostracized, you're like, oh, I feel like such a freak today, things like that. And the people, I think that was pretty believable.
Very teen.
Yeah, every teen's been there. And so a lot of the mechanical, stats are all based around kind of self-perception. And that self-perception is constantly trying to, people are trying to mold you and affect how you see yourself. So that's a quick little brief primer on the basic kind of stat work of masks.
Mitch, would you say this game is about critical world building, smart characterization, and fun interaction between good friends?
I was going to say that. And
that was really good, Graham. Was that off the top of your head?
No.
I was going to say that because I was reading Graham's diary earlier, and I thought, no, I'm going to get to this before he gets to this. This is going to be my line, baby. Yes, it's about critical friends. So please tell me when I fuck up. And now, let's move on.
You said it. It's on the recording. I can do it now.
A little bit of world building, and etc. The rest. Love you, Austin Walker. So let's move now to our cast of what do they call it whenever you're going to see a play and there's the cast of characters?
It's the
Cast of
dramatic
characters.
persona.
Persona.
Oh, yeah.
Put yourself.
Yeah, we did it.
Persona.
We did it together.
Oh wait, shit. Wrong thing.
No personas. No personas in here. I will not have it. Get them out of here.
Patronus.
You never see it coming.
The expecto
Oh my
Patronus.
My Patronus is a young hero with acne. Okay, so
It's a bad Patronus.
It's a bad Patronus. The Dementor is just, they really don't give it a second thought. So let's move along now to the parts where we're doing game stuff. I want to introduce y'all's characters. So let me, anyone got a hankering to go first?
I will.
Zach!
That sounds like a
You
hankering,
shall
all
go
right.
first.
Oh, I'm hankering.
Hankering and bankering. First up, we have Zach,
Yo,
playing
yo.
the character of
Charlatan.
AKA.
Rory Williamson.
That's correct.
He is a teen, a late teen. He's, I believe.
Okay, we're all teens. I don't think we need to quantify that up front.
But are you an early teen or a late
I'm also
teen,
a teen.
Graham?
I'm also a teen.
Are you a late teen or an early teen?
That's true. You're right. Okay. Well, okay.
Late teen,
All
early teen.
Sorry. I'm
To
sorry.
be fair, 2 of your first 7 words were teen.
teen.
Tien. Please continue.
He is he's a bit of a character.
Yes, you're playing a character.
He is he's kind of like a bit of a punk, a ne'er-do-well. He's not an outright criminal, but he's a delinquent for sure. In fact,
delinquent.
which
is in fact
his mask, his role, his class, if you will.
his playbook. Yes, Zach is playing the delinquent.
I am. The similarities they gave for kind of archetypal characters would be Kid Loki in Young Avengers, Arsenal in Young Justice, Quentin Quire from Wolverine and the X-Men, etc. So kind of in that vein of character. Troublemaker with a deep, dark heart of gold. And he got his powers on his 18th birthday, which was not too long ago. He went to a party with some friends, got drunk, went into an alleyway to throw up, and a ghost appeared right in front of him, which was not what he was expecting. And it informed him that, in fact, his birth parents, as he is adopted, he never knew his birth parents, were the last in a long line of magical guardians. And the ghost bestows upon him a book of their history with all of the accumulated arcane knowledge of the Guardians, as well as some other equipment. And he is told that he needs to step up. He needs to take that mantle. And of course he goes, "Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. Thank you. Bye." And so he's trying to use the magical abilities he now has and the knowledge at his disposal to kind of forge his own path. rather than just be another like magical guardian of the world. He's really big on sticking up for the little guy. He's lower class. He's pretty poor. Goes to a shitty school. Lives in a shitty neighborhood. So the whole like little man getting left in the dust while the man profits really strikes a nerve for him. So he's very big on vandalism, disrupting the man. As you can tell, I am also
I like the way you said big on vandalism.
Yes, exactly.
Got a real zest for vandalism.
Oh yeah, huge fan.
Huge fan.
More like vandalism.
Ugh.
Zach, would you say you're an American vandal?
I would say I'm American Fandle. And his magical shit. He's got a baseball bat, what can turn on fire, and also has warding runes etched into it, which normally would be like to repel something from coming at you. But he hits people in the face with this, and then the warding runes hit, so they go flying real, real far. He's also got spray paint that is mixed with actual invisible ink and shit, so he can spray it on a thing and make it look like another thing.
Tight.
And he's got his high tops that are chucks that can let him walk on air.
Airwalks.
Yeah. High tops are hyphen tops.
Because he gets high. And he gets high.
Yeah.
The old triple
And as for my interactions with do you want me to do my interactions with the team, or do you want that to be after everyone's introduced themselves?
Let's introduce everyone first, cool. Maybe. Yeah. So go ahead and throw the speaking baton to one of your best friends here.
Let's go to Graham.
Catch. That's my sound effect for catching a baton.
It's a good one.
If this was a comic book panel, there'd be a big, explosion of letters where I caught it or something. So I am playing Peregrine, real name Nick Logos.
That's definitely
are we pulling,
now I must go. That is my that is my signal. The city is in trouble. I have to go.
Every time Nick Logos' name is said in full.
And then I gotta go. It's really inconvenient, actually. So I'll catch you guys later.
It was a Commander Shepard.
Nick is the protege, which means I have proved myself to an experienced hero, and they have taken me under their wing, as it were, for training. Peregrine is an archer, as was the Peregrine before him. She was one of the previous generation of heroes who, in her later years in her superheroing career, sort of found herself slipping to the dark side a little bit, a little more Punisher style approach to dealing with villains, and she's been sort of less of a public figure in the city, and I essentially Tim Draked my way into her lair. She saved me one night. I managed to determine who she was with my tremendous detective skills and convince her to begin training me. And I'm a bit of an arrogant dick. Is kind of my defining trait. I'm really smart and I am good at what I do, but I will not let you fucking forget it. Inspirations given here for the protege are Robin, Aqualad, and Wonder Girl from Young Justice, pulled real heavily from that show. Terry McGinnis Batman from Batman Beyond, and Cyclops from the X-Men. I don't think any of them quite have the personality traits that I'm going for, but definitely the younger, kid version of a hero looking to prove himself. And I'm like 18 or 19, I think we established. So late teen here as well.
Late teen.
I think we were late teen or early teen. I really thought that I did not even think about it in terms of age. I thought you're just like, yeah, he's late. He's often late when he gets places. Yeah, that's a lot of teens, I guess. Yeah. So, Nick Logos, put that speaking baton onto your bow and fire it to one of your friends.
I'm gonna shoot it right on over to Emily.
Good shot, Bowman.
I'm gonna dodge that and then let it hit the ground because that was just dangerous, Graham. That was dangerous.
Responsible.
It was a perfect shot. Mm-hmm. You were never in any danger.
Of course. So I'm playing. My character's name is Alice Addison or Allison Addison.
Which one?
Hero name, Allison Addison, because we have an Alex and that could get very confusing. But the hero name is Potentia. Oh. Well.
Damn it.
Secrets.
Undo.
Spoilers.
Okay, so my character's name is Allison Addison, and that's her only name. Her hero name is Potentia. So her origin story is basically she was walking home one night and she came upon this big crater in the middle of kind of her way home. She kind of crept closer to it and saw there was a person at the bottom. She just kind of charged in there to see if she could do anything to help. This isn't exactly an uncommon sight in Halcyon City, but it was too late to do much. So this lady at the bottom basically touches her hand, and Potentia feels like a blast of cold and then immense heat, and then is thrown against a building nearby. When she looks back down, she sees nothing. She goes home. Her home it's just her and her brother. Her parents passed a few years before in a car accident. And she starts kind of realizing that things are different. She starts seeing that she's stronger, she's faster, she's tougher. And she also gets 2 unique abilities her class is the Janus. So she can absorb energy, and her other power is going to be substance mimicry. So she, as a Janus, she has like a real life and then like her hero life. So that basically means she's like a Peter Parker kind of deal. So her job at the time was working as a guide at the local Museum of Civilization. And when she went to work, she realized she kind of figured out what her powers were when she was in the science section, and managed to use that also to trace her powers back to find out who this hero was. Her name was Potentia. She was kind of like a B-level hero. There wasn't really much known about her, and she kind of felt horrible for this woman that she couldn't really help. So she kind of embraces her identity and tries to give her a legacy that, she didn't really get to have. She wants to try and help her city out, and she feels there's a sense of responsibility for trying to save people, but she's also got a lot of responsibilities in her real, normal human life. So basically, she gets contacted by the Elder Peregrine, and they think that she is the original Potentia. No one really knows who she actually is, so that's kind of the fun twist there. But yeah, so that's Potentia.
Hello, Potentia.
Hello.
Can Potentia fly?
So the abilities I'm thinking she has at the start are things like she realizes she has control over the different types of energy. She's able to take kind of potential energy and transmit it into kinetic energy. So I don't think she can fly, but she can jump like really high. Later on, she might be able to get control over things like nuclear energy and crazy things. But at the start, I'm thinking just hot and cold. She can kind of make herself, hot or cold enough to be on fire or, ice, I guess.
Ooh,
or to make other things do that just because of her substance mimicry ability. The Janus has 2 unique abilities, and so I figured that's a neat way to kind of make energy absorption and substance mimicry work together. So she can either make herself hot or cold or make other things hot or cold and maybe transmit kinetic and potential energy to things, kind of like, in Breath of the Wild, where you can make something freeze and then collect a whole lot of energy and then send it soaring off into the distance. That's kind of what I'm thinking her character is for now, anyway.
Okay. Sounds cool. Now at this moment, I'm going to take a quick aside to see what's the deal with the microphone.
Small microphone problems.
Is it working? Thank you for for telling us everything you just told us, Potentia. Now let's move on to the last remaining. Sorry, I lost it. Let's move on to the last remaining teen. Is he an early teen or late teen? But he's a late teen. But not without pomp and circumstance. Potentia, use your energy baton to Cameron.
Just
use your powers.
Cameron, I'm just gonna hand this to you, Cameron.
Oh, thanks.
Lame.
I will gingerly
Because I
attempt
care about
to
my
get
friends.
this
and
very
not
small
injuring them.
baton in my very large robot hand.
Are you in your mech suit right now?
He's wearing the suit. Yeah.
Well, he's almost always going to be in the suit in superhero form. Like, he's got
No, that's true.
a pilot suit with a mask in case he has to absolutely needs to get out.
Eject.
But yeah, but it's basically. Anyways, we'll back up on that a little bit. So I'm Cameron, and I'm playing Alex Aromenko, or Aromenko, I think, who is a junior in high school, and he's a footballsman. He's a linebacker, and he works at his parents' auto shop. And his parents moved here from the Ukraine, I guess, after the Soviet Union fell apart in 1980, whatever the hell. But he was born here, and he's a red-blooded American boy who plays football and has a cheerleader girlfriend and sometimes fights crime in his grandfather's old Soviet mech suit as the Iron Curtain.
No, he's red-blooded, all right.
Oh, yeah. All red, all the time. So it's a big, clunky Soviet technology armored mech suit. Sort of, I guess, visually either like a Kador Warjack from War Machine or the bad guy's suit from Iron Man 1, except more red and or hammers and sickles on it and stuff.
Ironmonger.
Yeah, the Ironmonger. He's a big, roughly the size of a small pickup truck suit that just clunks around. And he is a legacy hero, which means that he is the second or third, I think, in the line of Iron Curtains. His power set is super strength, invincibility, and gadgets, because he's got a tech suit and stuff. And his suit eventually might have, like, ranged weapons and possibly boosting flight jumps jets or something. But currently it overheats anytime he tries to make the jump jets work, so no dice.
Mm-hmm. The future is unknowable at this moment. Alex, tell me a little bit about your origin.
So Alex's family runs a little family auto shop, and they were getting shooken down by the Russian mafia because stereotypical comic books, and Alex got mad about it, and because his dad's kind of a pushover about that sort of thing. His dad doesn't really like fighting, but Grandpa Alexei Yeryomenko, because he kept his name in the original format and didn't dumb it down for the Americans, he moved over, was like, well, I have a thing to show you that we might be able to deal with these mobsters with, because Grandpa was a superhero, but like a Soviet superhero, so they don't actually like him very much over here in Halcyon City, it is, right?
Yeah.
Halcyon City.
Yeah, that's the one. So yeah, Alex put on his ridiculous mech suit and went and stomped down a bunch of Russian mobsters for a few months before he got recruited by Peregrine to join his new super team.
The super team. Speaking of it, y'all are, I think as we're talking, we're kind of hashing this out right beforehand, I think a fairly young team. Maybe like a month or so of action, enough to be getting to know each other somewhat and to be moving past strict crime-fighting formalities. And ideally at the point where, either you're starting to sort of move beyond just superficial engagement with each other, or it's weird that you're not, or you're noticing the things that really make each other unique or obnoxious. So I don't know, you think we want to go over like a few of these like little sort of team backstory events? Because the idea is that we are not picking up like as you guys assemble for the first time. Like You are.
Right.
You've all
In
had
media
your,
res.
in media res. Do you? Is that Latin, Zach?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Perfect pronunciation.
Why, thank you.
Do we have a pair of scholars here tonight?
Just a pair of scholars.
Mihi nomen est Zach.
Oh, God.
Nice. I was just passing by my way onto the salon, and I heard some Latin. Is that happening here? Okay. Anyway, we are not doing. So the origin has occurred both for everyone individually and for like the team being pulled together. And so if y'all, we don't have to go exhaustively really, because it don't want to take forever, but like, I don't know, just like share some little bit about how, some little bit of history you maybe want to drop in here that you have with each other.
Potentia and Charlatan took kind of a, I guess it would be like a day where we were all planning on like doing something, but Peregrine and Iron Curtain had to drop out. So Potentia and Charlatan kind of went on a Ferris Bueller's Day Off adventure together.
What was it a day off from? Your other day off?
Superheroing.
Oh, okay, right.
We just kind of hung out and goofed around with our powers and shit.
You heard the police sirens, you said, not today.
Not today. Today's a day for pranks.
Peregrine and Iron Curtain didn't show up because they were busy still stopping crime.
Still solid crime.
Way back, boys.
Charlatan, big on pranks. Big on vandalism. Big on pranks.
Soft on crime, apparently.
Soft on crime. Very soft on crime. But yeah, we had like a fun little adventure. And I believe, Emily, correct me if I'm wrong, you also have a relationship beat where at the end of that adventure, I tried to get you to like reveal your civilian identity. And,
yeah, exactly.
And you were like, nah.
How did you
Hmm.
try to trick her into doing this?
Was not a trick. Wasn't asked.
Okay.
The beat
all right.
is he
Oh, okay,
asks and Potentia just kind of turns him down.
Because I was
very
imagining
gently,
he would just
but very awkwardly.
keep calling you by different civilian names until you answered to one of them by chance. It was what I was
Yeah, just
picturing,
throughout
but-
the entire adventure, just a
yeah,
completely
yeah.
different human
Barnaby,
name.
come over here.
They went out for like a quick lunch, and whenever the check came, she's like, "Do you want to pay with your credit debit card, credit card? You check? I don't have any cash. You don't have any cash, do you?
You want to sign with that? Sign with your real
Yeah,
name?
yeah.
The real
Your real
name.
human name. Are you human?
I am human.
Real human being.
Very human.
Real hero.
And a real hero.
We'll see about that, teens.
A real
But yeah, so I
experienced hero
refused.
who's definitely been a
I
hero
refused
for
to
a
tell
while.
Charlatan, and yeah, because her identity is pretty important to her, especially because of her other responsibilities. So even though we had like a really good day together, it was just not enough to really get past that one barrier.
Potentia will remember this.
Which
Mhm.
bummed
Charlatan will
Charlatan
remember
out.
this.
Yeah, Charlatan will remember this because he plays it off like he doesn't really give a shit, but he doesn't have too many like good people friends, and so he was like hoping to make a buddy, and now he bummed.
Oh, sad.
No. I guess Potentia also has another existing relationship with one of the other characters. So she's actually tutoring Alex. Kind of has been for a while, long before she got her powers. I'm kind of expecting, we've been working together as a team for a month. Potentia got her powers with like a week beforehand. Peregrine had been kind of scouting the former Potentia as someone to take over, like at that role on the team. And basically, current Potentia kind of got swept up in it and hasn't told anyone on the team what her actual identity would be. But at the same time, her and Alex actually have a relationship through school where she's pretty smart. She does pretty well as a museum guide, and she'd been tutoring Alex for a while, but lately he's taken a bit of an interest in a specific section of history. Maybe something to do with cold and maybe a war?
Yeah,
I don't know.
he's suddenly very interested
along those lines.
in the Soviet history and the history of the Cold War, which he plays off as be like, oh, I was talking to my grandpa and he was telling me stories and stuff, but, to clarify, neither one of them knows that the other one is a superhero on their super team.
We just know our actual human selves, not our hero selves.
Right. But Alex needed tutoring because he's a footballsman and his grades were slipping and he was going to get kicked off the team, which is obviously not okay.
What a tragedy.
Yeah, shape up. Yeah, you might go.
Yep. It's the one. Coach told him to get his grades up or else. So he found Allison and was like, you're smart, right? Help. I assume they've at least spoken before that happened. I don't know that they were friends, but they probably, know.
I think their relationship was at least for like how long has Alex been a hero for?
About 2 months before he joined the team, so...
Yeah, so maybe starting back then would make sense as a tutoring setup.
Yeah, because his grades would... Well, I suspect his grades weren't great before he was a hero either. He's kind of a slacker as far as grades go. Yeah.
There's no buffer there.
No, yeah, he couldn't take it. They couldn't get any worse, and then they started getting worse. Alex finds it a little odd how often Allison has to run off to take care of things while they're supposed to be tutoring, but at the same time it's very convenient for him because a lot of those times he has to immediately run off to go be a hero, and he hasn't made any sort of connection here.
Yeah, and I think Allison is the kind of person who usually would, but she's got a job as a museum guide. She's doing this tutoring job. She's the sole caretaker for her younger brother, so it's... Right. And she's a hero on top of all that, so I'm going to say she's under a bit of stress and is a little less than likely to consider why her tutoring tends to be so conveniently timed.
Right. It's always like, tutor, look at phone, I've got a go museum job called, and then... Like, Alex would be like, sure, bye. And then he'll look at his phone and be like, oh, shit, I'm being called by Peregrine to go superhero things. All right.
Works for me, too. Good stopping point.
Yeah, great. My dad needs help at the shop and stuff.
All right. Let's get one little tidbit that draws in our reclusive bird over here, little Nicky Logos.
Stop it. So me and Charlatan teamed up once before the rest of the team came together. I think, and we haven't talked about this off air, so I kind of feel like it was something I was following a lead on for a while, whereas they were, from Charlatan's point of view, probably just some dudes that pissed him off.
Yep.
And he decided, kind of spur of the moment, to
hit him in the head with a baseball bat.
Yeah. Sort of as I'm coming onto the scene to execute some carefully planned, set piece that I had sketched out in my head, and then that sort of set the tone for the rest of the partnership. Where I would say, okay, let's huddle up here and let's plan out, and then you've already run off and
you'll have your little hollow map and you're tracing out a game plan, and then you go, all right, let's go, and you look over and I've already kicked down the door.
Yeah, which. Annoyed the shit out of me, and continues to annoy the shit out of me while we're on this team together. But every team needs a wild card. Even
I have cut the brakes on all of our vehicles.
Even with this gigantic stick up my ass, I am aware that every team needs a wild card. So, my Peregrine 1, the Elder Peregrine, is my sheet says cautious. I would go so far as to say paranoid. Has instructed me to keep an eye on Potentia because Older Peregrine probably already suspects. She definitely suspects if she doesn't already know that you are not the Peregrine we thought we were recruiting.
The Potentia.
I don't think I've quite. I'm sorry, Potentia. That's right. I have not quite caught on to that, but I'm watching you all the same.
What are you watching her like?
Like a bat. No.
Probably works.
I don't know what you're getting at. Sorry, Mitch. I'm not picking up.
Like a hawk or some kind. I don't know.
Oh, well, no. Peregrine's a falcon. So
yeah,
come
I know.
on, Mitch.
I don't know. Falcon's probably got good eyes too, you know.
So I don't even know what's suspicious about Potentia, but I know that it's something.
There's something about that girl. Something about that girl. Something's not
so
right.
a lot of narrowed, shifty eyes when Potentia's around.
Okay. Well, do you want to try and like start doing it or whatever?
Yeah.
All right.
Very well. Okay. So, there's like this whole thing with like, the principles of the game, like the agendas of masks. And one of the first things is to make it feel like a comic book. And I think because of our own like podcast subject matter, we can make it feel like a cartoon, if you want to. You can shift the medium a little bit if you'd like to. But I think describing things like in panels or thinking along those lines without being like, I don't know, weird about it is like a good kind of vibe to go for, thinking along those lines and how you describe action.
Panel 1, upper left corner.
So
now,
I'm gonna be
exterior, daylight.
Bear with me.
anal
I'll
about
be
this.
using the Watchmen panel set up for every one of my actions.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a strict grid of 9. We will not deviate. We will not splash.
No splash pages.
We
This is
will not
terrible.
splash. You want
Hate every
splash?
minute
Go
of
watch
this.
Free Willy or watch Splash.
But we have to have the team up pose splash page.
No, you can each fit in. The grid's still gonna be there.
Yeah.
I think I might be too large to fit in 1/9 of a page grid box.
Yeah.
You
maybe.
get 2. You get 2. We all get 1.
Okay, so if you will all bear with me as I try and do some kind of like little my intro cinematic, if you will, of a few minutes into this world. So first, we're gonna look at what's that on the. Never mind. I started laughing before I could finish it. I was about to do it like we were walking up into our father's office. And what's that? A comic book on the desk. Oh, let's flip open this comic book. I'm not actually doing that, but we do have a lenticular cover, and it has.
Oh, do we have a collectible card? Is it a hollow card?
We have no collectible card. No one cares about
Did
you
you
guys.
just watch the Richard Donner Superman movie that opens with that weird comic book intro?
Does it? I've not seen it before.
It opens with pages of an issue of Action Comics, like opening up and flipping past the page while a child narrates what the Daily Planet is.
Yes.
It's
even though I've
bad.
not seen it.
Okay, sorry. Go on.
Okay. So, lenticular cover of all of our heroes fighting some sort of bee-themed villain. I don't know what that's about. Let's flip past this and get to the first page. Splash. I lied. We are going to splash.
Okay.
Big splash. And it's this view of just like this impossible angle of this gleaming metropolis. And we get our first text box, baby. Halcyon City, the cradle of contemporary heroism. And now we see like these images that begin, showing up in subsequent panels. We see like of all of these different caped crusaders. Like we see this one figure clad in iridescent spandex, shining in the sun, soaring between skyscrapers. The next panel, we see this other character leaping between rain-slick fire escapes, positively swaddled in like denim and leather.
Ooh.
It's night in this one. We see another. And it's just this huge, bulging mass of muscle and bone, barely clothed, but for a little Speedo. And they're helping a bunch of kids, like, plant a tree in a park. And the images keep coming. We see this chrome man in a chrome Cadillac. And then a woman who's kicking, and it's shot like high-speed sports photography, but she's kicking so fast that it looks like she has 100 legs. And then the voice continues. Now, when I say heroism, you probably think of the photogenic fists and faces displayed now before you. But these avatars of action are the pistons in our good machine, the cog and steam, the oft-identified and lauded expressions of goodness, but not the true shape of it. And now our viewpoint kind of pulls back as this last image shows up on the screen of like this tall guy of lean muscle, this dark-skinned man. It's like a photo from the 70s, maybe. And he's got like this suit on of like brass filigree and leather. And his face is kind of covered. But the most notable thing are like these huge translucent wings. And our viewpoint kind of pulls back, and we see all of these are on this viewing huge screen in a dark auditorium before a empty stage. And this figure walks out, and even before a light's on him, it seems like everyone in the auditorium is kind of like they know who he is. They know who he is. He's that guy in that picture. And we cut backstage of the Halcyon City Science and Civilization Museum, where a bunch of teen volunteers are bustling, chattering to each other like a production crew. They look as
Are they late
professional
teens or early teens?
as ever. Mostly late teens. There's a couple
Okay.
that are actually, believe it or not, they're in their 20s. Yeah, labor laws, though, we don't have any like early teens back there. And they're bustling, they're moving around. They say, okay, and they're like, chattering, and we hear like, all right, we got Billie Jean lights on Faraday. And we cut out to the stage, this man out there, and he takes a step forward, and the stage lights up around him. And it's that man in that picture. Faraday Us, mayoral candidate, better known as the hero Daedalus. And he continues talking now, the only person lit on this stage. Our city thrums with limitless Euclidean potential because of the inquisitive minds, keen intellects, and brave hearts of the Halcyon scientific community. The Chrome Cruiser fights to keep us safe while setting the latest trends. But it's the breakthrough of a woman I met, Dr. Laura Cordero, whose energy-exhaustive synthetic steel keeps us safe inside when the cruiser must batter a belligerent foe into a building. And another esteemed inventor, Terrence Cloak, whose debris-detecting smart awnings have saved countless lives from falling gargoyles and the like. Why, they even saved me once when my wings were disabled and I was falling debris.
Can I have a quick question?
Quick question.
Should I be imagining Daedalus's voice as Lance Reddick?
Oh, I am amazed that you picked that up because I yes, that's right.
I still have no idea
Lance
who that
Reddick
is.
I was moments away from asking you to Google.
We covered
image
this last
Lance
week,
Reddick.
Cam.
I know.
Okay.
And he finishes saying this, and this small child in the auditorium is turning to his stage like, "Is that Lance Reddick?" And we hear the crowd. The crowd kind of laughs a little at thinking of him as falling debris, even if they probably don't like to think of him as that, as falling down. But we hear them laughing, and we can tell that they're all kids here, like middle schoolers or freshmen tops. And Faraday continues. Now, this isn't to diminish the costumed accomplishments of my old coworkers. This is simply to remind you of your power and place at the table. I didn't invest in this museum, and I don't believe in the greatness of this city because Faraday Us lives here. And he kind of pauses a moment, as he thinks it'll be kind of like a recognition moment, but they're all kids and they don't know who the fuck that is. And so he takes a moment, he says, and he recognizes it as and he turns and points, gestures behind him, because Daedalus lives here. And the kids are like, oh yeah, the amazing Daedalus. And he says, no, not because of that. I invested in this because of you, the heroes of tomorrow. And he gestures out towards these children. And nothing happens. And he thinks about maybe saying it again, but he sort of mutters like, oh, where's that light? And so we cut backstage, and all of those professional teens are moving around like they're in an Aaron Sorkin movie, And they're all like bustling, like
Walk and talk.
Walk and talk. What's that light? Get that light. The spotlight. We need a spotlight on the kids. This is Taylor's big moment. And so they're all like, bustling around trying to figure out. And we can see them like talking sort of in a cupped hands, like they're on a headset, but they're not actually on a headset. They're just telepathically linked because one of the teens who works there has really sort of short range telepathy that they use for just communicating stuff. And we hear. Finally, they're like, who's on Spotlight? And he said, where's Allison? Where's Allison?
Oh, crap.
And then we have this over-the-shoulder look, hustling around backstage in the dark, and they get back to like the Spotlight operator crew station, which is empty.
Well, you're
And
fired.
then we cut to Allison, a.k.a. Potentia, who is not at the Halcyon City of Science and Civilization. She is heading towards something that came up. I kind of picture her mid-costume change. What's Potentia's costume like?
It's basically like, total skin suit, like definitely a mask that covers the face. Kind of like maybe bright pink, bright blue, kind of think 80s style colors.
Is it hair contained in mask, hair loose?
That's
Hair contained in mask.
I was hoping
she
for a
wanted
head
to kind
sock.
of.
Good old head sock. Or at
Well, I
least a
figure
head
in
shoe.
mask is better so that she doesn't end up with flaming hair at any
That's
point.
probably a good idea.
Probably good, yeah.
Safety first.
So, Allison, Potentia, you're Potentia right now. Potentia, you can hear just faintly as you approach probably the range of your coworker. Let's call them Fritz. Fritz, that sounds
Okay.
good. Fritz, the child blessed with very short range, a minor mutation of telecommunication, and you can hear you're just reaching the edge of their range, and you can hear them, Allison, come in, Allison. Do you answer?
So I'm currently dressed as Potentia, like off. Where am I right now? Where is?
You are dressing as Potentia on the way towards something important that came up that you had to leave for.
Okay. If they can hear me, then
Villain-related.
it's gonna be like a gotta go. Bye. Sorry. Home emergency. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Butt troubles.
And it kind of fizzles out as you are leaping over. I don't know how are you moving towards this? You're moving with haste towards something you were waiting for.
Yeah. Think just like landing really hard on the ground, pausing briefly, and then leaping into the air, and then repeating that over and over again.
Yeah,
So
super
bounding.
Jumping over
Super
buildings.
heroine. Okay.
Yeah.
We cut to that something that came up. Lil Nicky I'll stop calling you Lil Nicky
God damn it.
It says so right in the sheet. It's the Lil Nicky logos right there.
What did you son of a bitch?
Not I.
Nick Logos, aka Peregrine 2. You are dealing with that something that came up because you are currently entangled with a battle with one Bezos, the bee-themed supervillain, whose
Bees.
movements you have been tracking over the last few days. He's eluded you several times through unknown means, but now you have intercepted him at a local UPS shipping center where he aims to rob the place.
Oh. Has the means by which he has been eluding me, has it been turning into a giant cloud of bees and flying away, or is that not
Perhaps
a particular
metaphorically.
manifestation of? Okay.
He's not.
Oh, the
fun.
metaphorical
He's just-
bees.
I
Okay.
have a quick question.
Cool question.
From what region does Bezos hail from?
I think it's from some jungle somewhere.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then, so you are entangled in a fight with one Bezos, who is this is like cutting to like the mid action. And as you're probably like, communicating that, okay, I have found Bezos. We,
Yeah. Found him. Yes, he's right here.
Right
Like
where I
mid-flip.
expected he'd be.
Yes. All the clues pointed to right here.
and Bezos is going to level his wax blaster at you. Shout out.
You.
His wax blaster?
Yeah, his wax blaster.
I'm sort of expecting some sort of stinger-based sword, but okay, sure.
It's an idea, I guess.
Bezos has many tools.
That makes sense.
Blasted bird, get back! And he is going to just aim and fire his wax blaster at you.
I'm sorry, every time you say wax blaster,
Just a glob of translucent
it sounds like a euphemism
wax.
for something. Yeah.
No, it's just like a classic
It
kind
just,
of
it
Flash
just
Gordon ray
erupts
gun.
from the tip of the wax blaster.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
So he levels it at you, and this it's sort of like this this clear goopy stuff.
If you don't act quickly, you're going to be
No!
covered
This
in
clear
it.
goopy stuff kind of accumulates on the tip, and it just like shoots this sort of like glob in your direction. This streaming glob.
It's got a weird smell,
oh,
too.
boy.
You're not sure what he's using in that.
Yeah, we know Bezos is now all about streaming.
I'm going.
Oh, dear.
We're gonna get sued. Okay. So I'm going to. I guess I would say I'm directly engaging this threat, aren't I?
Well, that's a good question, Graham, because whenever you're thinking about it, you're kind of like cutting to you mid-action. Think about what it is.
I have 3 panels to decide what I'm going to do while this glob of wax comes at me.
3 panels. Yes, as the glob travels. That's the travel time of the glob. You could directly engage, but if you do want to directly engage, think about how you're going to do with it, or how you're going to do that. Right now, I'd say think about, dodging the wax or dealing with the wax in some way, counterattacking, anything along those lines.
Okay,
how you
yeah,
want to deal with the immediate situation.
Okay, yeah, because I was looking at resist or avoid the blow under directly engage, but can I just?
You can totally just I say as a general rule for these type of games like the Powered by Apocalypse, you can have moves in mind when you're doing it, and sometimes prompt me. But a lot of times, just sort of think about how it is you want Nick to act, and whenever it is a move, whenever it's appropriate to roll for it or something along those lines, I'll prompt you or just call it out. It doesn't always have to be one of these these are the 7 ways I interact with the world.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna just throw myself to one side. It's not a graceful dodge. It's just I need to get out of the way of this big glob of wax as fast as possible. So.
Okay. Should that be I think that's fine. Right now, you are just mano-a-mano with Bezos. Just dodge out of the way of it, and that's cool. And just leave the ball in your court and how you want to proceed from here. See, I'm thinking that you are here with Bezos and you have been on the horn with the rest of the team, letting him know that the dude himself is caught in the action at this UPS shipping facility.
Can I bust in dramatically at this particular moment? Because that seems like it'd be appropriate for me.
I don't know if you're there yet.
Not yet. I'm not the fastest mover. It's true. Takes me a little while to get places.
Oh, wait. Is that well, now that you mention it, you hear kind of this whining kind of sound. It sounds kind of like a motor in the background. And Bezos hears this. First he goes, upon missing you with his wax blaster. And then he hears this sound, and a sly smile creeps upon his face. And he says, "Oh, bird, you are clearly outmatched. My associate Alexa is breaking in to the facility as we fight.
Oh, God damn.
Dodge all my wax blasts that you wish to. I will make it out of here with my quarry." And then we cut over to Alexa, who is behind some shipping crates, and she goes, "Oh no, I'm not breaking in yet. I'm still putting the machine together, Bezos." What? He says, "Yeah, it's not me yet." And he says, "Okay, so," and then the whine grows louder and louder, and we cut down the alleyway to a gunmetal pickup truck.
Gunmetal in red. Yeah, it's a beat up old pickup truck.
To a pickup truck hauling ass.
It's going like 45, maybe.
Wait, does your
Hauling
suit transform
one
into a
ass cheek.
pickup?
Yes.
Okay.
And so I'd say
All right.
the person behind the wheel of that pickup truck rounds the corner and sees Bezos and Little Nicky Logos in his head. Sorry,
Swear
you're
to
not Nick
God.
Logos. You're Peregrine right now. Sees Bezos and Peregrine trading blows here, standing off, and they are maybe like 40, 50 feet in front of you.
I better hit the fucking transform button soon, I guess. Yeah.
All right.
I
What does that look like?
So
Big
I
red
have to
transform button.
put it in neutral first, which is gonna be a little awkward. Usually I just park this thing in an alleyway and then transform, but
You don't want
sure,
to
we're
damage
go-
the transmission. It's important. you do it in
right.
neutral.
Yeah, well, I mean, most of this car is fake, so it's not really a big deal. And plus, I've got plenty of extra car parts to fix it if I need to. Yeah, so he switches it into neutral and like combat rolls. So if he knows he's going out as a superhero, he's going to be in his pilot suit, which is basically Diva's outfit, except he's a dude and it's red instead of blue. With a sweet
Do you have
mask.
like a pilot helmet you wear?
Yeah, he's got a little helmet thing going on also, so to cover his face off. But it's very tight and very flattering, is all I'm saying. Definitely not something he's comfortable wandering around in for very long. So he has to roll into the passenger seat and stick his hands into the glove compartment to trigger the transformation sequence.
Jesus.
At which point the whole thing just kind of rolls into a ball of like metal and shit everywhere. It looks like a mess. But at the end of it, he pops out in full suit mode, ready for action.
Wasn't trying to put you on blast, but I really like the image of you hurtling around the corner with Bezos and Peregrine in the headlights and then parking, putting it in neutral. Kind of like you see this guy in this suit behind the wheel, like unbuckling,
it'll-
shuffling over.
It'll keep rolling in neutral. I mean, it's a manual transmission.
Oh, okay. So you came around the corner and then you're moving towards him at like kind of a lower speed.
Yeah, so that when he activates the transformation, it's still moving forward as it's just like breaking apart
coasting.
and,
Oh, you're doing,
and
like, truck
coming
stunts
to
right now.
pieces. And
when it transforms into the suit mode, does it like Transformers style have bits of truck hanging off of it, like
no,
doors on the shoulders
there's
and
some
stuff, or
debris
is it
left over, tires.
okay?
and
All right.
a steering wheel, for instance. The one chair that's in the truck, the driver's chair, is still just kind of there somewhere.
It's under his butt, the mech's butt.
Yeah.
Take the
That's
chair
why he
with
normally
me.
parks it someplace so that he can pick up the assorted junk and stick it on a roof or something for later. But this was an emergency, so here he comes.
All right.
All right.
So you can see Bezos' face. It is genuinely flabbergasted. He's a little bit in awe.
That's fair. It's not the most graceful transformation sequence by any stretch of the word. Suit's not really designed to have done this in the first place, but oh well.
All right. Transform. And then what do you do?
Shit. He's supposed to have a catchphrase or something here.
It's a good catchphrase.
He clicks on the external speaker, which has a nice click hiss of turning on.
Do not fear, comrade. Iron Curtain is here.
He says in his no accent whatsoever.
Bezos turns and spits as a proud capitalist.
Oh dear,
And
he's doomed.
and then still holding his wax blaster, kind of like limply in one hand, he turns, Alexa, deal with the truck. Deal with the truck. I'm on it. And so out of the corner of your eye, the camera pans up to Alexa soaring in with her signature move, which she exclaims as she flies in, jackknife harpoon. And she's doing like a jackknife into a pool. But the first thing you notice actually about Alexa is that her costume is way better than Bezos's.
Well, obviously.
Can we get descriptions of Bezos's costume?
Yeah,
and to compare to hers.
So Bezos's is it fit him a few years ago. It's mostly I think a lot of cloth. It's got some plastic, kind of like stormtrooper armor kind of look, and it probably is about as durable as a movie prop. It's very it's very like I don't know, Boner Robin, but like Boner Bezos cosplay.
Nice.
Where
I should have stayed in my black suit.
Whereas Bezos was not so like dick themed. I swear to God, this is coming out in post. But then we contrast that to Alexa, who is wearing what appears to be like a genuine battle suit. Like it has mechanical parts. Whenever this jackknife harpoon she is flying in with is led by her foot and like this long extended spear that's shot out of like her jetpack, like in the area that a bee stinger perhaps would be.
Sure.
And so hers is gleaming yellow and black. She cleans it, washes it, and takes care of it generally, and puts in the work to make it look good. And so Alexa has jetpacked up and is now dropping down towards you with her harpoon extended, looking to just like fly into this new intruder.
Cool.
Aiming for the cockpit.
All right, sure. I put a shield in the way. I'm basically invulnerable.
A shield in the way, you say?
Yeah, I have a big ol' metal shield attached to one or both arms, depending on how I'm feeling at the time.
This harpoon, I don't know. We think we can pierce it?
Let's see, hold on. Google, what is...
What are you Googling?
I'm trying to figure out what Winter Soldier's arm is made out of. Oh, vibranium. Fantastic. I was hoping it was some sort of really Soviet super made-up metal.
Mm-hmm.
It's vibranium, but the R is backwards.
Right. Right, because the Iron Curtain suit it's old and janky, but it's actually really freaking tough. So,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, one of my power set is invincibility. Like...
Okay, so if you are going to stand here and take it, I
pretty
think we'll get this shot of you bracing, doing like throwing your arms up,
Mm-hmm.
and the shield's popping out, like doing like an X in front of your face or something. And there's a beat, and then the harpoon hits, and actually doesn't break through, but makes like a comical cartoon indentation.
Okay, that's fine. I can buff that out later.
And a huge ringing sound.
Clonk.
In the meantime, however, Bezos has started hoofing it towards the UPS center with his bag of gadgets in tow as he shouts out, "Drones! Drones! Go for the bird!
That makes
Go
sense.
for the bird, my drones!" And before you act, Peregrine,
Mhm.
I'd like to ask, Charlatan, what would you do if you were there?
I laugh a lot. After I saw Truck Boy roll in, I would have cracked up quite a bit. I'd like to think that I was sitting watching, like up on a rooftop, like legs dangling over the side of the roof, just kind of like, eh.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't like Bezos.
Who does, really?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Bezos. So once he summons in the drones, I would probably get involved.
Okay, so that sounds like something you could do. And we see this panel of Charlatan in full regalia with the Guardian's helm, your high tops and everything, kind of sitting and laughing as you're wont to do on the edge of a roof down at this Bezos, and then you hear Williamson. And the image is it's a little doodle you were making, because you're actually in night school right now at a community college. That's your foster mom, and she pulled some strings with a friend of hers who teaches the class to see if she could get you one of those classes, just get you some direction and motivation, Rory. She's just trying to help you out. And so you're in community college right now. What class do you think your foster mom would have enrolled you in?
I would say business management.
Oh boy.
Business management.
Yep.
All right.
The least exciting class for Rory. He hates every second of it. But she thinks it's a good idea.
She thinks Anthony's a good idea. So this super milquetoast dude, her friend, let's call him Mr. Toblerone. Mr. Toblerone is sitting there with his little...
Is he big?
He's not big, actually.
Oh, okay.
He's
just
fairly
a little,
shrimpy.
just a little roan.
Little roan. Mr. Williamson, your attention, please. I know this is just the syllabus, but we gotta get this down, or you're gonna have questions throughout the curriculum.
So,
Mr. Williamson, do you hear me? Are you here, Mr. Williamson?
Am I astral projecting?
No, you are in class doodling, because you like to draw, how you wish you were out busting Bezos right now. Because you guys have been tracking him all week, and you're kind of just waiting to hear from Peregrine, I guess. But for some reason you haven't heard anything, and so you went to this night school to hopefully make your foster mom Anne feel better. I mean, she kind of went out on a limb trying to get you in here.
Yeah, and I do care about Anne, even if I hate this class.
Mr. Williamson, are you with me? Do I need to photocopy another syllabus for you?
No, mine's good. I have it here.
I see it now.
Can I... Do I need to call him?
You can
Does he know we're out here? We have communicators. I don't know why he's not been hearing any kind of chatter.
Was that all a daydream? Did that happen?
I don't know. Have you been calling everyone, Peregrine?
Charlatan, where the hell are you? We're at the UPS facility.
You know the one, the UPS facility.
The South Halcyon Distribution Center, whatever.
Nice. Verisimilitude. I like it. And so as Mr. Toblerone drones on about how many days you can miss this semester, I know it says 3, but don't just get up to 2 and think you have 2 freebies and you can just not miss the 3rd, because it's important to come to all of our lessons. And it continues.
Oh my God, I'm falling asleep.
And you feel, and Charlatan, right now, civilian Rory Williamson, you feel this eldritch itch, sort of in your inner eardrum, almost. An eldritch itch in your inner eardrum. It's some sensation. You're not hearing, anything, but you're feeling something weird, something vaguely magical.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna guess it would be I have an enchantment to not I don't think I'm a good enough wizard that I could just have communication clear.
Mm-hmm. One of the resources that I gave to the team is communicators. We all have communicators.
It's true, although mine doesn't work.
He's
super
not
great
like
in
hearing
suit.
my thoughts calling out to him. I'm literally talking to him on a little like earpiece that we all have. I'm telling him to get out here to the UPS store. I just want to make sure we're clear on how he's hearing
The
me.
UPS store.
I'm sorry.
UPS store is
warehouse.
close.
The South Halcyon Distribution Center. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
So I probably like enchanted the communicator because I can't have a fucking communicator in the middle of class, but I could like basically have a magic beeper that goes off and it lets me know that I'm getting a message.
You have a magic pager.
Yeah.
A magic pager. Okay. Sure, I'll allow it. You have a magic pager. How does your magic pager work?
It's actually one of my piercings. It basically like will like tingle or vibrate like whenever I have a message.
Okay.
So it lets me know.
So you feel that very, very slightly. Very slightly. And so
I'm like, oh, thank God.
it's really, really, really barely there.
Good enough. Anything to get me out of here.
Okay. What do you do?
Mr. Toblerone,
Mr. Williamson?
oh boy, I ate the bad food before I came. I got at both ends. It's real bad. I gotta get out of here, man. Oh boy.
Mr. Williamson, you're gonna have to wait for Mr. Jenkins to come back with the bathroom pass. Oh, Mr. Williamson, please. Okay, no bathroom pass. Let me write you a hall pass.
Can't wait. It's coming.
And so he sort of turns his back and he goes over to his desk
The fuck out.
to go write you a hall pass. And he's making the words really slowly.
I'm prairie dogging it. Oh boy.
Jesus.
Oh, and he says, "Okay, here you are, miss. Here's your hall pass. I
Okay,
expect
thanks.
to see you, but okay."
And I'm out the door before he can finish his sentence. Like I'm gone.
Okay.
And then I making my way downtown.
Making my way downtown.
To the South Halcyon Distribution Center.
All right. How does Charlatan do that?
High tops. I'm a pretty quick, like I'm in good shape. And it turns out I can pick up some decent speed if I'm just running on air. So I'm basically like half parkour, half just literally running on air.
Nice. Okay. So are you wearing
Believe
like,
it
the
or
high
not,
tops and
he's
everything?
walking on air.
I wear my high tops
Already.
all the time.
Okay, so it's just like you get into the hall and you start running like Tom Cruise style, and then you just eventually start. I'm so sorry. Yes, Jupiter ascending style, as Emily.
Yeah,
pointed out.
exactly. I am. I
Space
am
Blade
one.
Good
Taters.
space food.
And then
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
one
the
set of
jumpy
wolf
boots from
teeth
Doctor
away
Strange.
from being Channing Tatum.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so you
Also, the
just-
vaulting boots of
there you
Valtor.
go.
Or whatever.
That's the one.
the vaulting boots of Vavoom. And so Charlatan, take me on your wild run. Make me believe it.
I
I want to see
mean,
you like suiting up as he's running toward where he needs to go.
I don't really have to suit up much. My my outfit basically is my denim jacket, whatever I'm wearing underneath my denim jacket at that time, and my helmet, which I can summon from like a little pocket dimension. I mean, sometimes. Yeah, I'm wearing pants, some ratty jeans.
Some ratty jeans.
The Canadian tuxedo.
Oh,
Where do
yeah.
you- how about how do you carry around, say, your helm, your baseball bat, your tome?
I would say that I forgot I fucking wrote this on my thing. I've got a messenger bag of holding type deal. So I just keep that shit stashed. I kind of keep my bag with me, and I just can yank them out kind of when I need them.
Okay. So as you're moving, and you can hear you're rustling around in your bag, like grabbing your stuff as you're like walking on air downtown. like bustling around you. Like you kind of like crack. You see your tome of guardians cracked open. You can faintly hear an ancestor wailing out,
Go back to class!
Don't make the same mistakes I did. Business management is more important than it sounds.
Oh, Lord.
Shut up, old ghost!
Don't talk to me like... And then it sort of, starts artifacting and garbles away. Okay, so you are walking on air. And now, as this... right after you tell the old ghost to shut up, it's almost like this magic sort of just breaks, and you can hear Peregrine, shouting out for someone else. Come on. I don't want to speak for Peregrine, but come on down to the South Distribution Center. We're having a fire sale.
Is anyone in contact with Charlatan right now? Hello?
Nope. No. Nope.
This is me. I'm sorry. This is me in character yelling. Has anyone heard from Charlatan?
Does
I've been
anybody
calling
ever
for
know
him.
where Charlatan is?
I mean, I've told him he can miss 2 fights, but the third, I'm gonna ding him for it. I've said this, I don't know how many times.
I have fished my communicator out of my bag and have it on at this point. And I say, "Oh my God, you sound exactly like someone I hate."
What else is new?
I'm on my way, Perry. Calm down.
Don't call me Perry. I hate that. He's already hung up, of course. I'm like, oh no, it's little son of a...
And we cut back to Perry, aka Little Nicky Logos, Peregrine 2.
I didn't.
As he's turned his head away, bickering with Charlatan, we get this like shot of all of the drones zooming closer in on him, and they are just sort of trying to move in and just block the way so that what's his name? Bezos can break into UPS.
How many drones are there?
There's like 20 drones.
Ooh.
And they're moving forward in like a phalanx formation almost.
Are
So
they like
they're-
swarm bots, like the smaller kind, or are they like big drones? Did they carry
in
a package?
phalanx formation, you say?
Like
are they
six of them
delivery
could carry a
drones?
fax machine together. Yeah, they're like beefy delivery drones.
Okay, how closely spaced are they?
There's like a space of like of 6 inches. There's like 6 inches in diameter maybe in between all of them as they move together.
Like 6 inches between each one?
Yeah. They're like making this really tight sort of like net. They're like pushing towards you.
Okay. So my thing is weapons and gadgets. It's all my trick arrows. And my question is how far ahead of time does it have to be established, like what kind of arrows I have? You know what I mean? Or is it going to be more like if it makes sense that I have something like that? Like obviously I can't pull out a
I think it makes sense. BB gun. I think it. Well, I don't know. You've been
a
planning
nuclear
this.
warhead tipped arrow or something like that.
No.
But if I have one that like it pops out a net, like once it gets out a certain distance out.
Yeah,
like
I think
a
that
net
makes
arrow.
sense.
Okay, I wanna shoot a net arrow at all these drones and see if I can tangle them up.
Okay.
In that net.
Using the net arrow specifically, this seems like maybe like an unleash your powers kind of thing.
Okay.
Trying to overcome this obstacle using because they're not so much of like this threat, but they are this huge impediment and obstacle, and you're using your bowmanship and gadgetry in particular. This combination thereof seems like a unleash your powers type situation. And so unleash your powers, we get our first roll. I know I've been forever to roll. Is when you unleash your powers to overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, or extend your senses, roll plus freak.
Okay. Well, my freak is 0, so.
All right.
Then that is gonna be. That is a 7.
7 is a hit. It is a weak hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that means you are going to succeed, though. So, basic primer on Powered by the Apocalypse. 7 and up is always a hit, a success. 6 and below is a failure or a miss. And so 7 to 9 are weak hits / mixed successes, and 10 and up are like strong ones. So in a 7 to 9, usually that means that something, you'll achieve your intended effect, but there'll be some kind of like caveat. And so here it's either you have to, on the 7 to 9, you're either going to mark a condition or the effect will be unstable or temporary. And so that's, I think it's to you. It's your choice of whether you want to mark a condition or have the effect be unstable or temporary.
I don't feel like any conditions really make sense in this situation, so I will leave it to you to mark, or to tell me how it is unstable or temporary.
Yeah, I feel like...
Unless you want to get angry about how annoying this entire fight is or something, I don't know about anything else.
Yeah, I think that it makes sense for it to be... Okay, so the easy one seems to be make it temporary, like they break out of the net eventually. But
Sure.
For some reason, I think making it unstable, it seems more fun. So maybe, you fire this net arrow and it blows out, throws the net around the bulk of these drones that have formed this wall pressing in on you, successfully capturing them all. But it moves, it alters their trajectory in such a way that they then careen into a forklift.
God damn it! Oh no, we're doomed.
And immediately sort of clip this forklift and start taking off towards the sky, just flying towards the air with this forklift kind of hooked into the bees and your net that's around them. And you see Bezos in the distance. He's at the wall of the UPS and he's unfurling some kind of huge contraption he's going to use to laser his way through the wall, and he looks up and sees the drones and he just looks terrified for 1 second. And also there's this mixture of pride in his invention and sadness because he just can't get these drones right. So they begin careening upward with this forklift in tow to who knows where. Bezos, meanwhile, in the background, has begun cutting through the wall, it seems. And Alexa has pulled her harpoon out and is jetting away towards Bezos to regroup.
Ugh, that's so rude. Come back. I wasn't done fighting you yet.
I think roundabout now, at least, we got to have our girl Potentia leap in.
All right.
So thank God, someone with maneuverability.
So we got Alexa's jetpacking away. Bezos is just squatted down, assembling this contraption to hack through.
What sort of noise is he making? There we go.
All right. So you guys hear just kind of a slam, just very close by. And then you see Potentia rounding the corner hey, guys, sorry. Little late, family emergency. Okay, what's going on? Who am I beating up?
I pointed the bee-themed lady. She's getting away.
Okay, that makes sense. So I look beside me and I see just a smaller box, something that could potentially hold, I don't know, maybe a small talking kind of box. Maybe it tells you the weather when you ask it, that kind of thing. Anyway, I pick it up.
That's ridiculous.
I hold it in place.
Home things.
Yeah, exactly.
A Google Home.
Or maybe a Bixby, a Samsung Bixby.
Oh man, that's
that Bixby.
So I hold it in place with one hand, and then I punch it a couple times with the other, and then aim it towards Alexa, and then just let go with the other hand, and it just flies off towards her.
Ooh, okay. I like this. She's flying away, and you have... I feel like this is another Unleash Your Powers.
Okay. So in that case, I roll 2d6, right?
Yeah, 2d6 plus freak.
Okay. So I get 4 plus 3, 7 plus my freak is -1, so 6.
6. Okay, so that is a miss. And on misses, so here you will not succeed at your goal. You...
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, okay.
I would like to use our team point in order to give her +1 on that move.
A team point.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, team. I thought you said teen point.
No team
Yes.
point.
Point.
Team point.
Another mechanic
team
of
point,
this
yeah.
game is the team pool, and it's this metric which teammates will use to aid each other in their roles after the fact to try and give them a bump if it's believable. So this would be a miss. And Alex wants to bump it up with +1 to a 7, a weak hit. How is the Iron Curtain going to succeed at this? How do you do this?
This smart box is going to be flying by just a little bit, like nearby, past me, and I see that the trajectory is just a little bit wrong. So I'm gonna stick my big old metal shield in the way so that it like just slightly taps it a little bit to nudge it back on course.
Cyclops over here, master
yeah.
of trajectory.
He's really good at very specific sciences.
Okay.
He's been learning.
You know what? I'll allow this. Okay. So you will spend the one team because you always start with one team. And there are ways to earn more team, like think during the fight and at the beginning of the fight, stuff like that. But okay. So Iron Curtain sees this flaming Bixby. Or is it flaming? I want to make it flaming, but is it just charged?
I mean, if it's moving really fast.
Like a
yeah,
little
let's say it's
meteorite?
flaming.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is a 7. It's a weak hit, so you're either going to mark a condition or the effect will be unstable or temporary.
Okay, so by marking a condition on her, like what do we mean here? I have the 5 labels of afraid, angry, guilty, hopeless, insecure. Am I like applying one of those conditions to her? Or?
Yeah,
to
that would be
yourself,
it.
I think, right?
To yourself.
Oh, to myself.
Yeah.
It would be to
You hit
yourself
her,
if it
but
makes sense.
You feel bad about it or something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in deflect, like, would the condition happen? So the condition happens to me because of something I did directly to her.
I'm
just
yes,
thinking of
because
maybe
of,
if it-
the way it's going is because you're unleashing your powers, but you didn't succeed at it totally. So you've like set up this move and you've got it and you've aimed it and you're launching it that way, but it hasn't gone quite right. And so Iron Curtain made it succeed, but it's still a mixed success.
So maybe it's a guilty effect. Maybe it just kind of like knocked Iron Curtain back, and I feel bad that, again, me not being particularly great with these new powers has forced my teammates to cover for me.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, you guilty that you show up, you jump in, leap in dramatically. Like, I'm part of the battle. You've already run out on your previous obligation, and you immediately need the assist from Iron Curtain.
Yeah,
Like,
my
Iron
one
Curtain
cool
is
move
happy to
didn't
assist,
look
but,
that cool.
I mean, obviously, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You still don't feel great about it.
Yeah.
All right. So this flames down, leaves just a scorch mark on the impenetrable armor of the Iron Curtain.
Oh, yeah.
And
I'll buff
launches.
that out later, too. I spent a lot of time buffing, guys.
A lot of time buffing. Because that is going to fly and it pings Alexa right in the jetpack. I think it's got to take out that jetpack. It's going to hit her. Okay, so it hits Alexa right in the back, and she's going to explode forward as her mech suit, just the back of it kind of blows off. And she careens into Bezos, who coincidentally just finished sawing the hole in the wall. And so they both sort of crash through the wall and bust into the South Halcyon Distribution Center for UPS. And I feel like this is definitely going to make Alexa angry. So that'll be a condition on her.
Iron Curtain just gives a thumbs up. Like, it's a big old metal thumbs up. Nice shot.
Like when Reinhardt gives you the thumbs up in Overwatch.
Shh, don't break kayfabe that Iron Curtain is basically just Soviet Reinhardt. Except in a diva suit, because why not?
So I think she is going to get so pissed. She's going to immediately just stand up, smoke billowing out from around her, Bezos is really happy. He's like, "Oh, we're in. Oh yeah." And so Bezos immediately like cyber whistles for his drones to enter the facility.
Cyber whistles?
Yeah, he cyber whistles for his drones to enter the facility. But Alexa pulls up like this because she's like angry. She pulls up this like tech comm pad on her forearm and overrides Bezos's command for the drones to move in to the facility as planned, and instead all of the drones like immediately flash, turn around, and begin flying at max speed, overclocked, flying towards Potentia.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, up above,
Making
the
my way
drones-
downtown.
the drones that have been sent off careening receive this signal
Oh no.
and
Poor
sort
Cliff.
of like jerk around and swing wildly, violently in the air and sort of turn and begin to basically dive bomb also towards Potentia. The forklift coming undone and just dropping like a rock kind of over where Iron Curtain is right now.
Oh, well,
Dropping like a forklift from the sky.
Okay, I'm much less concerned about that all of a sudden. Oh, okay.
And how far away?
It is this scene
Yeah.
that Charlatan sees as he strides into view of Bezos's plot. Bezos now stomping his feet, like really, he's pissed off at Alexa. He's like, "What the fuck? My drones, Alexa, those are my drones. If my drones don't do what I want them to do, then I'm never going to be able to license them like we're trying to do. The whole point is to impress everyone with my drones."
Can I? Do I hear this? Is he yelling loudly?
He is yelling. Yes. Let's say you're barely able to hear because he is not at all thinking of anything other than his own hurt feelings right now.
All right. I am gonna engage real quick. I'm going to use my delinquent move. Are you watching closely? To distract Bezos.
Okay.
I roll plus superior. On a hit, they are fooled at least for a moment. On 10 plus, I choose 3 of 4 statuses. On 7 to 9, I choose 2. So give me 1 second. I will roll.
Okay.
I have that making my way downtown song stuck in my head.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Vanessa Crampton.
Are you watching closely?
All right. I got a 7 plus 2, which is 9.
9. Okay, so what is a weak hit on Are You Watching Closely?
I get to either get an opportunity, expose a weakness or flaw, confuse them, or avoid further entanglement. I am going to choose expose a weakness or flaw and get an opportunity.
Okay. Okay, so how does this look?
I'm going to say, "Hey, Bezos!
What?
Just so you know, you're not ever gonna impress anybody. It's very clear that she is the brains here. You got nothing, dude.
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Teen shit, you can't make drones.
Yeah, you're right. I'm a teen, and guess what? We're kicking your ass.
You just got here. You haven't kicked my ass.
Yeah, just wait.
And Bezos, all right, so you expose a weakness or flaw, and you avoid further entanglement. Is that the choice?
I did get an opportunity.
Oh, sorry, you get an opportunity. Okay, so here, how will you get an opportunity?
I was hoping to basically ferment discord between Alexa and Bezos.
Okay. I like this. I think Alexa has turned around and she is smiling now because she's like, yes, I am the best. I am the superior B-themed supervillain here. And Bezos immediately, after your shouting match, turns and sort of like squatly like runs into the facility, and pulls out of his bag a laptop and begins furiously keyboard catting away, trying to take control of the drones back away from Alexa. And so the drones now are like the drones that were like screaming towards Potentia. Now like half of them are kind of like some of them sort of stop, some of them just sort of start spinning, some of them sort of like drop to the ground and act like a Roomba. Some of them just sort of fly straight up. Like maybe like a third of the drones, maybe like let's say like 10 drones, because he has a bunch of these suckers. Like 10 drones continue on towards Potentia, and like 8 or 9 of them start flying back towards Bezos, and the 15 other ones are just sort of like going out in every direction.
Mission accomplished.
I assume you say that under your breath.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No one can hear me. That's just for me. I don't want to hog the spotlight, but I could try and hit something with my bat unless someone else wants to do something.
If you want to hit that forklift so it doesn't fall directly on top of me, otherwise I have to make a circuitous argument to Mitch about how much more powerful this forklift is than me.
I mean, that was my game plan. I was going to knock it out of the way, ideally into some drones.
I think after your shouting match, I don't know that you can make it to this forklift in time. In fact, I think...
Fair enough.
I think, Iron Curtain, it might be time for you to just take a powerful blow, buddy.
Oh, okay. I will activate Never Give Up, Never Surrender.
Ooh.
Which is a special legacy move I've got for when I take a powerful blow.
Oh, okay.
I get to roll plus Savior.
Instead of normally it's the condition. Well, okay.
Yeah, so normally rolling high is bad. In this particular case, it's good. So I got an 8, and my Savior is 2. So I get a 10.
A strong hit.
Which is, on a hit, you stand strong and choose one. On 7 to 9, I would still have to mark a condition. But I will choose... I get to choose from you get an opportunity or opening against your attacker, which it's a forklift, so... Nah. You keep your attacker's attention.
So again, it will never have any openings.
It's a forklift, so
This is the opening you use to get into the driver's seat.
Yeah, no, I'm too big to drive a forklift. I'm roughly the same size as this thing, I think. I'm going to choose you rally from the hit, and it inspires the team. Add 1 to the team pool. So I'm going to put 1 back in the team pool. Yeah, so... I'm gonna reach up, and as the forklift is dropping, I grab the fork of it and just kind of swing it around, and it slams into a wall someplace safely out of harm.
Nice.
Doesn't hit me.
Wait, does that mean
else.
you don't? That means you don't like take the force of the blow at all. You get
I
to
take
sort of...
no damage because I can. I have never give up, never surrender.
Okay, all right.
Nice.
Look, I built Iron Curtain to be real tough, and that's what he's gonna do.
You didn't build anything.
Your grandpa built that.
You don't know that.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So I'm good. We're all good here. Is Potentia still in trouble?
Yes, we have 9 or 10 drones now. They're closing in on Potentia. Guilty Potentia. And now that these ones actually are not assuming this phalanx formation that Bezos had used earlier, but instead are rotating out, and they do in fact have short, like 6-inch stingers coming out of their butts. And so all of the drones, they sort of just while maintaining momentum, sort of like yaw, like they spin, rotate, on the x-axis. And now they're coming towards you butt first with all of these blades out.
I don't want to steal the spotlight either, but can I take a defend someone action here?
Sure. How does that work?
Can I try to have
Does it involve the
them out of the air with the forklift?
Yeah, okay. I think that's a good defend.
Yeah.
Well, let me see you try and make that happen.
All right.
Okay. So the roll here is defend. And whenever you defend someone or something from an immediate threat, you roll again plus Savior. And so for NPC threats on a hit, you keep them safe and you choose some more.
Please pass this
I
one.
roll a 6 and a 4, so I get a 12 total.
Good gravy.
Okay.
I'm going to activate my other legacy move, which is I know what I am. And once per scene, when I defend a teammate, I shift Savior up and another label down. I'm gonna shift Superior down.
Okay.
And Savior up to 3. If I do, we add a team to the pool.
Power
Hey.
gamer. This is min-max. I didn't think you could do that in
yeah.
masks.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Leave it to Cam
Min-max?
to figure out a way to min-max his
The war
explicitly like not number-based RPG character.
Yeah. Okay, so first, as you're like, I feel like this is like the ideation, like the idea of it. This I know what I am, and so what is this? What is this emotional or like what is this change? Like describe to me, I guess, the savior and the superior sort of like mental state of being here.
Oh, the Iron Curtain is all about protecting other people. So, not like being better than them, but standing there for them, taking care of the things that they can't from each according to their ability, blah, 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 blah.
That's good. Okay. So, I
So
think that's
he's
good. It's sort of
capable
like
taking big hits.
yeah.
And Potentia's not, but she's capable of much better things if Iron Curtain takes care of this problem for her.
Cool. Okay, so what did you roll on that defend? We like did two moves in a
12.
a move
Rolls a
sandwich.
12.
Okay, so on a hit, you keep them safe and choose one. Did you add a team to the pool for this, or?
I added a team to the pool for the other thing.
Okay, so here you also get the choice of you keep them safe and you choose one. You can add a team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition. You don't have any
I
conditions.
assume that's clear a condition off of me and not her.
Yes, off of
And you-
yourself.
Bummer.
And you already have influence over me too.
Yeah, so I'm gonna add another team to the pool.
The team maker.
I'm a communist.
Oh, Teamster over here.
Team
Excellent
points.
socialism.
Yeah. All right. That's my whole deal. Is protecting other people.
Okay, so yeah, this forklift just slams into this collection of bees, and they go. There's like a bowling pin sound effect
Nice.
as they all like get smashed up against a shipping crate. Lots of shipping crates around, I imagine.
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, and against all odds, they actually shatter into like goo. Like there's parts and goo. They're very,
Weird.
very
I don't feel good about that.
they're gooey now.
No.
I
Gross.
after seeing that thing impact, I kind of take my hands away from my face where I've been kind of cringing back, and then I send you a thumbs up back from earlier.
Nice.
These things
I shout from above, Iron Giant! That was badass!
Alex
Okay.
understands that reference.
What?
Cameron probably doesn't.
What? Okay. What's Bezos's placement and status right now? Because there's a lot going on here.
Mhm. Bezos is inside UPS now through the hole that
He's
he
fucked.
created. He is sitting down.
Damn it.
He's keyboard catting again on the laptop, trying to get the bees to obey him. Alexa is sort of standing out in the. She's outside the building. Her back is. They're sort of like backs towards each other as they're both like hammering on their pads, trying to make the bees do what they want them to do.
Are they having a
They're
hack
busy
off?
hacking each other right
Are
now.
they having a Fast and the Furious 7 hack off?
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
no.
having a hack off.
Oh dear.
And like 8 or 9 of the bees have now, we'll say, have entered through the hole and are inside the building. The rest of the bees are sort of in the area, but are not in any way coordinated or in any kind of formation.
Should we like group up? Like, team huddle?
I'm pro team actions. We should definitely do this as a unified whole.
Yeah, so let's regroup. Pool all our energy together.
I'm
Mhm.
really trying not to make a lot of communist jokes here.
No, this is the whole point of character.
Okay. All right.
I like casually like half
Okay.
skip, like half saunter down from the air.
You're like moving down. And they're both like you can move basically right past Alexa at the moment.
Yeah.
Just, hey.
There's sort of smoke and electricity sort of around her back with her jetpack.
I kind of want to go. I kind of want to actually go, hey guys, as I walk by him.
Without thinking, hey, shut up. Just hey.
So, okay, the two of them are controlling the bees.
Yes.
They're competing for control of the bees.
They're competing for control. Bezos appears to have wrangled at least 8 or 9 of them into the building.
Okay.
What are
so
they
if we
trying
take
to steal here?
if we
I don't know.
like the
Parents,
bees
what
are
is
not
actually happening. It just got here.
the bees are not autonomous. They rely on control from one of these two clowns to operate.
It seems as though you may be making
I'm going
some
to
kind of move.
I'm going to assess the situation.
Hey,
Yeah, I think that sort of works. All right, let's get a roll.
hey, are
Okay.
these bees controlled by radio frequency?
That is gonna be. That's a 12 even without my my plus superior.
Nice.
So I get to ask 2 questions.
Okay. Yes.
The first one I'm going to ask is, what here is the biggest threat?
Okay. Biggest potential best fighting threat is Alexa. Most just potential damage is one of these drones.
One specific one, or
They have the
the
capability.
one with the nuclear hazard symbol on it. Mm.
Okay, and my second question, how could we best end this quickly?
Point.
End this quickly. Either successfully chasing Bezos away or disabling all of the drones, I would say.
Ooh.
Okay.
I guess I'd have to assess that also.
What do you
I
want
tell
to
this to the team.
Okay, you're in your huddle. I assess the situation.
Cool.
So guys, the best way to end this quickly is to either disable all the drones or run off or otherwise disable Bezos.
Disable the Bezos.
Can you tell how they're controlling the drones? Is it radio frequency? Do they have...
I asked my 2 questions. All right.
I asked 2 questions. The rules gave me 2 questions.
Shoot. I mean, I can try a thing, and it might work, or it might do absolutely nothing other than irritate us.
well, I'm already halfway there, so take it.
The drones seem like the best option because if we chase Bezos off, he might attack the North Distribution Center. And
Yeah.
It's a really
We don't
good
really know what
point,
he's
Alex.
after, so...
What is
I mean, we
Bezos
could
after?
also, instead of chasing him off, we could just finish the job and stop him here.
I mean, that's true, too.
Not
I
kill
mean,
him. I don't want to.
Obviously, we can capture him
is
and
this
turn him
in-
into the
you don't want
appropriate
to
authorities.
finish the job.
Is this in character right now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just saying, both of them are now completely ignoring us
It's true, you could arch
because I said some mean words at them. I think we can take them out.
them. They don't seem super competent.
Yeah.
Okay, at this, I think
So-
Alexa finally just like throws her, like rips her gauntlet off, her glove totally off of her suit, says, forget it. And she walks into the building, comes out with one of the bees, the drones, the drone bees, and is sort of like holding it herself and sort of inside its bee guts and seems to be programming something.
Yeah.
And so she just sort of does like a big hammer swing after programming this drone and throws it towards you as this drone starts beeping.
It's going to
buzzing.
blow up, isn't it?
Oh.
This looks an awful lot like a particular sport that you have a certain piece of equipment for that
Hey!
might fit here.
Would hypothetically smacking that with a baseball bat be unleash your powers because it's an enchanted baseball bat, or directly engage a threat?
Ooh, It is a threat. It's directly engaging it. I'm not sure. That is kind of like a powers thing, though, right? Like,
Well, I mean, I don't have to use my magic. Like that bat's
that
already
kind of feels
enchanted.
like directly engaging it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just using the bat.
If I don't want to like be citing rules in your game here, but I'm going through the book again now, and I believe it says that unleash your powers is more of like above
like
and beyond.
Catch-all. Oh yeah, that's true.
Like you're really pushing yourself because it says that you're going to be using some aspect of your powers in pretty much every move that you make, but unleash is like you're going pushing the envelope and you're really doing something extraordinary. So just noting that.
Yeah, some of those unleash your powers rolls that I've called for so far may have been fringe cases. There could have been a better move. Still figuring this out. In general, I think unleash your powers is like if there's something that seems better, you try and go for that. And like you're saying, like your powers are always going to be used. Just using your powers doesn't mean. So yeah, I think directly engage a threat. Let's do that. So
okay, I spot the drone kind of like lobbing towards us, and I reach into my bag and pull out Cobb, my enchanted baseball bat.
His name is Cobb.
Yeah, like Ty Cobb.
Yeah.
For your favorite Leonardo DiCaprio character.
And I assume almost like a cartoonish like baseball stance.
Casey's about over here.
And I roll
plus danger.
Plus 1 danger, 11.
Ooh.
11. Nice.
Yep.
So on a hit, directly engaging a threat, you will trade blows. And on 10 plus, you pick 2. So the choices are to resist or avoid their blows, to take something from them, to create an opportunity for your allies, and to impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I will impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. And does it have to be like would taking something from them, would like taking out a drone qualify?
I think that'll happen anyway, unless you're trying to like hit another drone. Yeah, that'll.
Actually, yeah. Can I like lob it in? Can I like? Do you think I could hit it into the hole in the building?
I think you
could.
could.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All right.
Nice. Thumbs
nice.
ups all around.
I love it. All right, so Alexa pitches this just real, underhand, basically. This big hammer throw flying across the plates, and you just crack this thing back. And because for the trading blows, I feel like you hit it, and it like sort of like explodes that way, like you blow half of it off.
Yeah,
and so. Like it like blows up halfway on your bat and sort of like knocks you backwards and will huge concussive force, but it goes and spirals right past Alexa, who is.
Oh, hold on, Zach, you get to pick 2 on a 10 plus. You want to resist?
Yeah, I picked
avoid?
2.
Oh, okay, I didn't catch what the second one was.
Yeah, I picked impress, surprise, or frighten,
and taking something. Okay,
you're taking something.
All right,
yeah.
You go flying.
So it goes blazing right past Alexa, who looks at it, impressed, surprised, and frightened.
Nice.
all of
3 conditions, I'm pretty sure.
All of the above, and it careens with this smoky plume into the Halcyon City South Distribution Center. And like from our perspective, you just like you don't see inside, you just see this trail of smoke as it flames in there like a meteor. And then a moment later you hear Bezos just the shortest of yelps before the entire place, just like this cartoonish like explosion out of the hole.
Oh dear.
Am I like knocked on my ass?
Yeah,
like,
I think in doing so, I think you should probably take a powerful blow here, just like the concussive force hitting back into you.
All right,
I can't do anything about that. Sorry.
So
no worries.
when you take a powerful blow, you roll plus conditions marked, which are none for you right now. And this is the one roll where you want to roll low. Okay,
I got 6.
Nice. Okay. On a miss, you stand strong. And this is our first actual miss that has stayed a miss. And one of the rules of Powered by the Apocalypse games and Masks is that when you miss, you gain XP. And XP in Masks is called potential, not related to potentia. You mark your potential as normal. So you're going to mark it and describe yourself after you have clocked this sucker into Bezos's hive.
Okay, let me look. Potential. All right, so market. I clock it, like it's flying, it exploded, and I just kind of look back at the rest of them and try and like I keep my composure and I'm like, heh. But on the inside I'm going like, oh my god, that was the coolest thing I've ever done. Holy shit.
Oh. All right, so Alexa sort of looks back at you, sort of looks at the smoke billowing out of this building, and she just wordlessly turns and starts hoofing it away. Like her jetpack sort of like sparking, but she's just like,
Yeah, you better run.
crawling now out of the
Wait,
smoke.
shit.
Oh, intervention?
No. Alex just realized that he can't catch a damn thing while they're running away.
Oh, let me put my truck back together.
Oh, god damn it. Did anybody see where those tires went?
Oh, so Bezos is crawling out of this hole, coughing. And you hear him just he seems like he's kind of like in shock, but he seems really sad about his drones probably, but also he just keeps muttering like, the packages. I was just trying to get them where they needed to go. Now they'll never get there. And he sort of Bezos just breaks down, and tears just streaming down his face in his ill-fitting costume.
Jeez.
We mark the
bad about
conditions.
this now.
Afraid and insecure.
No.
He's just sprawled on the concrete. You can see his laptop is in pieces.
No.
All of his bag of gadgets he brought with him is totally fucking destroyed. Everything's destroyed. A single drone sort of like sputters out and then hits the ground and rolls and deactivates.
Now I feel guilty for a different reason.
Yeah. Still guilty.
I feel a little bit bad even.
I don't. This is fucking awesome.
Stomp, 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 stomp.
You're under arrest?
Wait, can we do that here? Do we just do citizens arrest?
I mean, I assume the police are on the way.
Liberal citizens arrests.
I mean, it's a city full of superheroes. There's got to be some sort of
Now,
superhero arrest bureaucracy we need to do.
a moment after you say, I feel like the police are on the way, you hear this whooshing sound that you know because you've encountered this fellow before. It precedes one Mr. Pursuit.
Oh, hey.
Mm.
I've decided his name is actually General Pursuit.
Oh, okay. General
With-
Pursuit.
With all of the attendant baggage, so he has a little more personality.
He's like
That's
the
him.
car insurance guy, right? The general.
Guy, except really fast for some reason.
Yeah, he's
Is
got
Shaq
like
with him?
he's got like this sort of like and you sort of see why they call him Pursuit in a way. He's got like this backwards sort of effect where you see this like image that precedes him before he arrives somewhere whenever he's traveling at super speeds. So you see this like you see the figure of General Pursuit sort of standing there at parade rest. And he's sort of like out of focus, fuzzy, 1080p maybe, not 1080p. He's like standard definition.
480i.
And then he sort of like fills in as like actual Pursuit, General Pursuit, like slingshots into this image.
Very confused by how his powers work.
It's like crazy, man.
Whatever.
And so he arrives on the scene. Well, 10 hut.
Nope.
No. Alex
Pennies.
is,
I see you got yourself a bee here.
I do that cocky little like 2-finger salute where I just sort of like, tip off of my eyebrow.
Yeah.
Like I acknowledge that you're here and you command a certain amount of respect, but I'm not really gonna like really get into it.
Yeah, caught yourself insect-themed supervillain here, I see here, crew. Destroyed the house down South Distribution Center as well.
Oh, I
Destroyed's a strong word.
Yes, it was him that did that.
I can tell by the bird's lies and the rest of y'all's guilt that it was you who indeed destroyed it. I know it was in the course of defeating this bee-themed goon. What's your name, son?
I should note, you can call me Peregrine. I'm going to assume you were talking to me because I'm the most commanding presence here.
Call him
I
Perry,
should
he likes
note
it.
that there were 2 bee-themed villains
Two bee-themed
that
villains?
we were dealing with. The other one
I see only
is
one.
she
TikTok, son,
She's getting
TikTok.
away.
she got away.
She got away.
She did.
Okay.
I mean, she's on foot. You might still be able to catch her.
Yeah, she's
not-
like
not so
a
much me,
normal person.
We took out her jetpack for
Your
you.
name is literally Pursuit, dog.
General Pursuit.
It's General Pursuit to you,
can try-
young charlatan.
Wait, how do you know my name?
We've met
Zay-
this fellow.
Tell me that isn't your name. No, you have met him before. You met me in issue 7.
Oh, is that the editor note?
Yeah.
Editor's note.
You remember meeting
Our
me. I
heroes
was
met General Pursuit in issue 7.
there at the first outing you had as a supervillain busting squad of superheroes, where you
That's
did
us,
the thing
supervillain team.
you detailed in your backstories at character creation. That was
Yep.
me. You impressed
That's
me
what happened.
with your gumption.
Well, we
I-
do have gumption.
Thank you?
Past tense, though, as you have left one of the bees to escape, it seems.
Ah,
No
we're
matter.
this close.
That's the whole game in this town, isn't it? Ha ha.
I'm sure we'll see her again next issue.
Do we all then look directly into the panel
That's
when
the
you say
one,
that?
yeah.
I mean, are we really that worried? She's a bee lady.
Her stinger was real pointy. I
Charlie,
my
she was
shield
giving
down
us
and
a lot
start
more trouble
pounding
than
it
this
out.
guy was.
No, Perry, she was giving you a lot more trouble. I kind of, took care of the situation. It was pretty easy.
You took care of the situation? That's
Yeah.
how you're going to describe what you did?
Yeah. hmm
You blew up the warehouse.
They
And
probably have insurance.
We all
probably
did an excellent
it's
job.
the South Halcyon Distribution Center.
Great
I mean,
job,
everyone knows
team.
about it.
Way to go.
I would describe it as coming in and saving the day, catching one of the bad guys, and doing some cool shit.
That's what we love to do.
Caught the easy one.
Well, I think it'll be any moment now that good friend Donnie Lockup will be here to take care of this one.
Please wait. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Is Johnny Lockup an actual superhero in this town?
Prison themed superhero.
Yes.
I don't feel good about that.
No one really likes Johnny Lockup that much.
Donnie Lockup is. I remember in character creation when you told me that that one hero, Zach, who
Oh,
Rory bonked on the
no.
nog.
We should be going.
Yeah, oh boy, I gotta get out of here.
And as you say this, you see this beam of light that shapes sort of into like a cube. It's like some weird teleportation graphic. And out steps none other than the man who you did bonk on the nog in a prior adventure, Donnie Lockup.
Oh,
All right.
Is it
Hey,
Donnie? Is it Donnie
you-
Lockup?
Donnie Lockup. Hey.
Donnie. Okay.
hey,
Oh,
guys,
It's you. Please. I'm unarmed. No, take mercy on me, please. Kids.
Yeah,
All right, you got a bee. What was the bee doing? Which one of you blew up this place? I don't care. Lock them all up.
Whoa, hey, we gotta be going.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Scatter.
I hear the people singing.
Oh no, I ate some bad food. I gotta go.
Both ends.
That's your superhero excuse also?
All right. Real quick, just I gotta fill out the paperwork. What was the bee doing? And Bezos is sort
I'll
of
just kind of look at
he's
Peregrine,
mumbling.
Like,
The packages. I want to give the packages.
He really
To their
wanted those
destinations.
packages.
All right, so he wanted the packages. He's gonna take the packages, whatever, some Santa Claus bullshit. All right, I got it. That's fine enough. I'll write that down. All right.
Yeah, your basic evil Santa Clausing. Seen it a million times.
All right. So I gotta get you. And he hands another form to General Pursuit to sign. Yeah, I gotta get the signature from old Atlas Squad member. And he does a similar mocking salute as you have done to General Pursuit, who pays him no mind. Donnie Lockup, his paperwork all in order, then begins ascribing these sort of runes around the sobbing form of Bezos, who is putting up no,
Bezos.
Did I start calling him Bezos?
Who's Bezos?
He said Bezos.
Bezos. He's buzzing like a bumblebee. He's covered in honey. Did I mention that? He's covered in honey.
Oh.
No.
I do not feel good about this.
He's just muttering about these packages as Donnie Lockup describes these runes around him, drawing like with chalk. All right. Oh, he's got an easy one, huh? Y'all have fun here? Yeah. Anyone want to talk to Donnie Lockup?
No, not particularly.
No, I think we're all just kind of
pulled out
at
my
a safe
phone.
distance. Everyone's
Yeah.
kind of just
Going around picking up
just
car
let-
parts.
I'm like fiddling with my bow. I'm like checking the
I'm
the
tweeting.
tension on the string. I'm just kind of
General Pursuit kind of leans over to you guys. He's like, I hate having to deal with the contractors, but keep it all above board. Can't just simply not tip top for Atlas Squad to be housing all these prisoners in their own prison.
That would be super weird if your superhero team had an unlawful detainment center underneath their superhero headquarters.
Hold on. Are you? Is Halcyon City farming this job out to a for-profit prison?
Donnie Lockup trying to say, not for profit. I just love the work.
Oh, that's worse.
Oh, okay.
That's
No,
worse.
that's fine. That's fine.
Pro
That's
bono.
definitely
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as long as
all
it's
right.
not for profit, we're good.
Don't
Sure.
make a dime. Just using my powers for good. And now. He said, it's not permanent. Don't get you, just take it easy. It's not permanent. Due process, probation, it exists. Come on, teens, you'll find out one day.
It does-
That one in
it
particular.
exists, yeah.
That one he's pointing at Charlotte.
Peloton?
I'll see you again sometime soon.
Yeah, okay.
And so he finishes up scribing these runes around Bezos. Fuck.
Bezos.
Careful.
Very specifically, it's
Tim.
Bezos
Legally
is-
distinct.
Legally-
Bezos.
And he says, all right, now you see why they call me the penitentialemetrists. And he puts his fingers to his head.
Oh my god.
And he
Iron
goes,
Curtain starts trying to figure that out on his hands. You can see him counting things like penna.
and this shape, just this very simple shape arises of bars around Bezos. They make a top, and then sort of like I'm picturing like the kind of effects that like you see in like Hellraiser, where it's like bad, like drawn on the frame, special effects.
Oh, jeez. Just gets rotoscoped out of frame.
And he then and then they sort of close in on Bezos suddenly in a flash, and they are teleported away.
Don't think.
Bing, bang, boom. All right, he's in the system. It'll be good. He'll get fed. We feed him. All right, great to see everyone.
Oh, good.
Except you.
You feed
Stop,
them.
like, everything he says makes me less certain that we're doing a good thing.
All right, I'll leave you superheroes to your job. I love everything you do. I personally think we're all on the same page here. You, Donnie Lockup. I'm glad we're
mentally-
together. And he claps his
starting to
hands.
wonder.
And
I'm mentally filing away some
vanishes.
details on Donnie Lockup that I want to check the files when we get back to the cave.
The scratch, I think it was, right? Is
The
what
scrape.
You call a
The
scrape. There we go. Yeah.
Scat man, scrape man. There is no scat man in Halcyon City. Let me make that clear.
Oh my
Good.
God.
Thank God.
General Pursuit kind of, he's got a small smile on his face. He delights in Donnie Lockup, though he detests him. Well, fine work at least. Got one got away, one's good. Fine work. What? I didn't ask last time. You seemed a bit wet behind the ears. I think my accent's changing a bit, but pay it no mind.
Alfred? Michael Caine?
What do you call yourselves? I was curious.
Team?
Nope.
Super
No.
team, super team.
No.
Well, we've got this, this Excel
no.
sheet
Super team
at
team?
Atlas Squad. We've got this Excel sheet, and we really just, I don't like placeholder. We've got unnamed team 1 through 99. We need something a little more specific.
Charlatan's pals.
Do you just have no?
No,
I don't know.
forget about
Pals,
that.
strong word. Do you just have an unencrypted, like a plain text Excel sheet, just sitting on your
It's on a local network.
recording? Oh, well, okay, okay. That's
Wi-Fi
fine.
can't touch it.
You air gapped it. Okay.
And by
we're the-
Wi-Fi, I mean the supervillain, Wi-Fi. He's always trying to get our data.
Is it WHYFIE?
Wi-Fi.
I hate that, and I hate that you said that, Charlton.
Cool.
All right. Well, just, think about it. I don't mean to rush you. As a speedster,
I'm telling you.
I sometimes rush. That's a little speedster humor, maybe. I will be leaving now. Tip top. At ease. And he's gone.
So hold on. He asked us our team name, and we literally just kind of stood and looked at each other long enough.
I
that he
gave
went,
him a
"Ah,
good
ah,
Character
one."
just sort of like went, until we left.
Clearly, you guys have a lot to talk about.
He needs to put Charlatan's pals on that Excel sheet.
No,
I gave
don't
him a name.
think so.
No, it's
I don't
not.
think that's going to
That's
be
not
it. I think that's wrong.
What if we
well,
were
I
the
feel,
people's champions?
Cam, I thought you might. I'm sorry, Iron Curtain. I thought you might suggest something like the Collective, or something similarly communist.
Oh, that'd be a good idea.
No, don't. No, we're not doing that.
Oh. Well, I mean, we can't be the Union of Socialist Superheroes. That one already exists.
Also, I'm not a
I mean-
It
socialist.
did exist.
We could be the Union of Socialists.
I'm 19. I don't know what
Babies- add
socialism
babies
is.
to the end.
Okay, it's about this
19.
time while y'all are chattering that say it's probably like 8 o'clock right now, and an alarm starts pinging on Potentia's cell phone.
Oh, dear.
It looks like a little reminder.
I gotta go.
What's your ringtone?
fam-
What's your
family?
ringtone?
Oh,
Or your text tone?
Making my way downtown.
I feel like it's just the basic like Nokia sound because she hasn't had time to actually pick one out. Just gotta
All right.
family emergency.
What do you do?
I gotta go. I'm gonna go now. Goodbye. And she leaps
Bye.
off into
Great
the
job.
distance.
Way to go.
Sorry about the arm.
About the arm. Do you want to look at your
Well,
phone?
I can't get to my phone in here.
I think Potentia. Well, what was that alarm for?
So what was it for in reality?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was your alarm for? You never looked at the phone. You just bounded away. Probably something. Bye.
Probably something important. I don't know. I assume actual family time. She probably needed to pick up her brother like 2 hours ago at this point from school. Not doing so hot on the parental unit thing that she's got to keep going on.
All right. So headed home.
I assume from an after-school program, given that it's 8
Yeah.
p.m.
Yes.
Oh dear. I would like to make it clear to everyone that I think we are all equals here.
Oh my god.
We all did excellent work today. Sorry,
Yep, we all did great.
That's my team move. When
We're
we
the-
share a triumphant celebration, I have to tell them whether I see them as equals. Spoilers. I do.
I do. Okay, so what do y'all do? Is this? I know we've been going for so much longer than I expected.
Yeah.
Would you believe me if I said this is about a quarter of what I had planned?
Wow.
This was the introductory
that's-
fight.
Oh man.
That's about how this normally goes, actually.
Yeah.
A one shot is usually like 4 shots.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I gotta write up the report of this for Peregrine 1.
Yeah. What?
I've got to go
Wait, hold
repair
on.
stuff.
She makes you write reports?
Yeah.
Oh
Does
my
anybody
God.
see where my tires went?
Just take some off the forklift. You'll be fine. That's how.
Those are not, listen, those are not the right size.
And you're okay. They're not the right size, but you're also. It's not a real truck.
Got you there.
That's a good point.
That's true.
I'm gonna go get some food. I'm hungry. Being a total badass and saving the day kind of worked up in our appetite. So I'm gonna go get some food. You guys want pizza or anything?
Yeah, if you could like swing back by the scrape, because I'll be in there writing this report all night. I could use some pizza.
Fine. I
Or
will
how
bring you.
about I go with you now,
Okay, all right.
and then
fine.
I'll head back later.
But you're paying.
You know,
I could go
okay.
for
All right.
pizza. Sure. Yeah, I could do that.
I've still got a little bit of the petty cash Peregrine 1. gave
Everyone
me,
likes
so-
pizza.
Oh my God, you have an
Pizza is
allowance?
Perfectly communist.
Look, shut up, okay? I'm a good kid. I get an allowance.
God.
You are 19, 18?
I live in that cave. I don't have a job.
Oh my god!
Oh,
All right,
man.
let's go get some pizza. And you can tell me more about your allowance and all the other chores you have to do.
It's operational fun. Let's just go.
reassemble into a truck, I guess, real quick. Hold
Yeah.
up.
Do you need any help? Are you okay there, buddy?
I got this.
Let's get a few. Okay, there's panels of like Charlton sort of like half-heartedly turning around, remembering like, oh yeah, did you want help with the
Tires
the
thing?
truck thing? Alex like waving him off.
We could, you could ride in the truck to the pizza, is all I'm saying.
No, I don't feel safe doing that.
But get assembled into at some point. It's a perfectly reasonable truck. With the one seat in the, I guess you'd have to ride in the bed of the truck, but that's fine.
I do love the visual of a pickup truck with like a weird driver in like a skin tight pilot suit and a helmet with two superheroes sitting in the bed of the pickup.
That's
Just holding
pretty
on for
good.
dear life.
That sounds pretty
We-
good. Y'all might need to
We,
do that.
we hop in the bed and I
Yeah,
do the
let's do it.
on the side of the
All right.
Okay,
bed
so we
and
get
we're-
like
we're
a
off.
few. We get like a
We'll
few
crank- we'll
panels
crank
of
up the
just
truck,
wordless,
which,
like everyone's picking up tires, like looking for parts.
Put it back on the truck.
The
real
slow
quick.
assembly after the action.
It doesn't take very long because they're just magnetically stuck on. The tires are completely pointless. The whole truck is pointless, actually.
I told you, you could have.
like
Well, yeah,
wiping
but, all right,
bee
look,
goo off of.
Look,
panels.
it's a hover truck, but the tires make it look a little bit less obvious that it's a hover truck.
hover truck.
We're in Halcyon City. There are hover trucks driving around just wherever, right? There's got to be. Isn't this like a
Let's
super
just-
science town?
Look, just throw the tires in the bed of the
Super
pickup,
science?
and we'll get on our way. I might need those later.
Okay, all right.
Maybe
So
the 1% have hover trucks, but
we hook them in the bed
us
and we sit on the
99.
tires.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, that's
We'll,
very good.
Alex will disable the truck shitty camouflage, so it doesn't it cranks up the first time he tries to get it to go, and it doesn't have the speaker doing the thing the entire time.
Is it like
and it doesn't
is it like
vibrate
a-
a bunch?
Is it like a hologram that surrounds?
No, it's still made of the same
Oh,
shitty-looking
physically,
metal.
it's still a shitty
Physically,
looking
it's-
truck.
but like
okay.
in civilian identity, it has a speaker that makes shitty truck noises and
I
a
got you.
motor
Like an
under
electric
the
car.
hood. Yeah, and a motor under the hood that makes it vibrate a bunch.
Okay. This seems, if I may say so, a little over-designed.
Listen,
That clean.
And I'm the guy who has 25 different
Sylvia
kinds of
said.
arrows. So
yeah, we get pizza.
You get
Yeah,
pizza.
we go get pizza. We hang out. It's a fun time.
Okay, we get a couple insert shots of like on the way driving.
I make everyone listen to my music on the way.
No, there's no.
You're like
there's
pulling
no
out your
radio in
phone,
the
to, like
truck.
of course, that seems like a very charlatan thing to do. Like always demanding
Oh, that's
control
true.
of the
He's got his
music.
phone. Well,
Yep,
there's no
100%.
radio in the truck, so I guess you can play it off your phone speakers in the bed of the truck. But
Oh wait, I have something for this.
oh, shit, magic, right?
Yep.
Oh shit, magic!
So I cast my little Bluetooth spell, whatever, and I play some Rat-a-tat on the drive over.
Okay,
Nice.
as I walk through the valley of the shadow of
as you're like
death,
pulling
I
out your
take a
phone,
look
you
at
see
my
like
life and
3
realize
text messages from Anne, like Mr.
no.
Toblerone
No,
called.
that's
What the WTF? You pieced? But she says it like PIECED.
Oh, she's trying so hard.
There's like a few of these.
I text her a quick reply that said, "I got the shits."
Dear
God.
We're a very close family.
Yeah.
She just texts back, Rory, no punctuation.
Oh no! Oh shit! Should I? I mean, I'd load for me to be dungeon mastering, but I think that would make Rory feel pretty guilty.
Yeah. Marking guilty kind of makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
That no punctuation, that's when it's oof.
That's no good.
Okay.
Man, it sure is nice with my entire family knowing that I'm a superhero and being at least reasonably okay with that. Just send off a quick text message to the family. Hey, out heroing. Be home sometime.
What can I say? I'm 23 now, but will I live to see 24? The way things is going, I don't know. Tell me, why are we so blind to see?
All right. So we get the crew minus Allison.
Potential.
We get pizza.
Minus Potentia
Double
on the way.
pepperoni, extra cheese.
Talk about pizza. Tell me about this pie.
I like the pepperoni extra cheese. I think that's a good call.
Like one of
Yeah.
y'all, at least Charlatan, you gotta have strong opinions about pizza. I feel like you
I do.
are telling
Hawaiian
you are
pizza is a crime.
leaning into the
But I
cab,
agree
like
with that
pointing
entirely.
where, like no, take a left here.
We're going to Gino's.
It's real good.
We're going to Gino's, and not real Gino's, which is 3 blocks down. That place is a fucking rat trap. You don't go there. You go to Gino's. It's original. They have the good cheese. That's where you go.
Hold on.
I'm not
What
arguing.
are we in the shitty part of town?
Yeah, I think we're in my
center. I think it's not the nicer place. Not the nicer.
I would
side.
say we're in my neighborhood, which is how I know where the good pizza is.
There you go.
Okay.
Also,
And it took a little
do our
bit for
communications-
Potentia like to leap from the Halcyon Science and Civilization Museum, Science and Civilization Museum, which is in a more populous part of downtown.
Do our communicators have picture capabilities?
Picture, I don't know.
I want to send a like, having fun, like, wish you were here with all 3 of us, like eating pizza, taking an obnoxious selfie to Potentia.
The communicators use radio waves to communicate.
I mean, they're fancy high tech bullshit the Peregrine made.
Why are
Maybe
you
not,
asking about radio waves all the time?
Because my suit's powered by a Minovsky reactor.
Oh, no, come on.
So most of the time it's fine, but the radio waves are a little fucked up around it. You know?
Hold on. The power source for your suit completely negates one of the gadgets I bring to the table.
No, not. It's fine most of the time. It's only I could unleash my powers presumably to overcharge it to actually fuck things up.
Okay, all right.
But no, like normally
Okay.
no. It's not a big enough reactor, and we're not sitting in place for a long enough period of time to matter.
Okay,
No, we're good.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so we see the pizza. We see 3
get some pizza.
costumes people.
Oh yeah, we're still in costumes.
Oh yeah.
Totally, one in a skin-tight pilot's uniform with a
Oh
helmet
yeah.
on.
He slides into the booth as soon as possible and puts the napkin down on his lap.
Oh my god.
He's not super into that. Just hanging out, you know.
Oh god.
I do the Peter Parker thing where I like lift the helmet up enough that I can eat pizza.
While still obscuring right now.
So
Tell me about Peregrine's uniform. I think they're the only one who I don't have a clear picture of their get-up yet.
I'm going to describe Peregrine 1's whole look, because mine will be sort of a variation on that.
Mhm.
Peregrine 1 had a very... I think she was more explicitly bird-themed. Like, she had gauntlets with, like, a feather, engraving on them. She had a long hooded cloak. The cloak sort of, split partway down, so it sort of looked like wings trailing behind her. And a full face mask that had not like a projecting beak, but it had kind of a hooked look to it. There's actually
sort
a
of Farah-esque.
kind of, yeah.
We're just
or
an
actually
Overwatch team.
More
you
Assassin's
can't
Creed.
tell.
maybe?
Well, I was thinking of actually like the if anyone else played Destiny 1, I'll put a picture of there was a helmet called Celestial Nighthawk that actually looks exactly like what
No, that thing looks badass.
I'll post it in the chat.
I got it. I'll pull it up.
And and sort of a lot more of a bird motif there. And I think Peregrine 2's is a lot more practical. It's a little more like combat boots, like a Kevlar vest. He still has a hood. He has more of a short, like an Ezio shoulder cape, just on the one side. Zach beat me to it. And a hood, and his mask just covers like his mouth, his nose and mouth down, like the Winter Soldier in the Winter Soldier. That's sort of weird.
Oh, good luck eating that pizza.
Yeah, that's the thing. So like, I might have to like pull that part down, but like really duck under the hood as much as I possibly can, just like hunch over this plate. I'm not really sure how that's going to work out.
It's going to look silly is what it's going to look like.
I might have to just like take it back to eat it in the cave, basically. Like I'll hang out and chat, but I'll have to take it with me when I go. That might be the best option.
Fortunately, Curtin's the lower half of his helmet can detach from the top half of his heads-up display. So,
and I'm mostly I've got kind of a dark blue and gray sort of scheme going on. So
you hear a sort of bemused chuckle from that sounds vaguely familiar, just a few feet away, as someone says to themselves, "Oh, everyone thinks they're a super nowadays."
Oh no. I already hate this character.
A voice you know before even turning to look at. Those of you who have gone to Halcyon High, which is where, I want to say that's where Alex goes to school.
Mm-hmm. And presumably Allison also then.
Allison also.
Mm-hmm.
Peregrine used to go there.
Lil Nicky dropped out at some point.
Right. To be a superhero.
And
I went to a shittier school.
Charlton went to a shittier school. So this voice is instantly familiar to Nick Logos and Alex Ariomenko as Chadwick Us, the preppiest boy, and captain of the football team. And he is
hold on, and son of
the speaker.
Daedalus?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
What was his first name?
Who? Which
Chadwick.
Daedal.
Chadwick.
No, Daedalus.
Faraday.
Yeah, Daedal us.
Faraday, that's right.
Yeah.
God.
Son of mayoral candidate. Faraday, yes.
Yes.
Oh,
President of USCORE, also its subsidiaries IMEC and our operation.
I just want to make sure I'm hearing his last name is us, just US.
Us.
Okay.
Why, you can see just outside, plastered on the windows, a few of his campaign signs, us for mayor. And
I don't like that
does
slogan.
not work.
this disdainful voice of,
We for mayor.
yes, we are for us. Chadwick
God.
Us. He is flanked by several of his flunkies. One of them, Colby Lunklater.
Oh, hey, my buddy.
Okay.
Hey, Colby, what's... Oh, crap.
Colby is
Note, I'm on the football team.
an offensive lineman
Yeah.
in
what
every
buzz?
sense of the word. He often, whenever you're scrimmaging,
Oh.
you line up across from each other oftentimes. Alex, you know Colby Lunklater well. You see Colby now, and he's just sort of straight up pointing at the three of you, and God, y'all idiots. You're right, Chadwick. And Alex, who's your best friend on the football team?
Lance.
Lance Catamaran.
We see
Sure.
Lance Catamaran also.
I
So
was going to go with Lance Hard Blast, but yeah, Catamaran's good.
Lance Card Blast Catamaran, also among the posse, kind of looking back. He's smiling, but he's I don't know. He's not as much of a prick.
No. Yeah. They're not all bad. Some of them are just mediocre.
And they are standing around as Chadwick saunters up to the counter.
What the hell is he doing here?
Asks for a pizza. It's for the son of mayoral candidate, Mr. Us. And he laughs a little bit. And they slide across 3 pies right away, ready to go. And then he's just sort of like loudly to no one in particular says, it's just the best place when you're slumming it. Anyway.
Ugh.
And the 3 of them just sort of walk slowly by. All 3 of them, and then the rest of some other chattering flunkies just sort of walk past, taking their time, pausing
Mitch?
right behind your booth to let out another smalt, and then they keep walking.
Mitch?
Yes.
I'm sorry, per Emily's request, I snuck, I have to admit guilt here, I snuck a thing by you.
What'd you sneak by? Catamaran?
Lance Catamaran is John Cena's Southpaw
Alter ego?
Regional Wrestling name.
That's a good name.
That's fine. I'll allow it.
So can Lance please be young John Cena?
Yes, picture a young John Cena in his jorts.
Okay.
Everyone is wearing their varsity, like their
Yes!
Lettermans. There's a lot of jeans, a lot of full jeans. Only one pair of jorts. That's Lance Catamaran. He's a good guy, though.
He's a good kid, Lance. He's got a good heart.
Got a good heart.
Just a bad taste in fashion.
Bad taste.
Yeah.
And so they're all like sort of walking by. Colby's just laughing as they file out with their pizzas already in tow. And Lance kind of walks by. He sort of looks at. He just stops for just a second, and he's sort of like seems kind of like not sure what to do. He feels a little bit guilty. He sort of gives you a quick like thumbs up, like keep fighting, guys. I believe in you.
I flip him off.
And his smile sort of fades. And
I give him a thumbs up.
And he looks to you and he gets a smile back and he's like, all right, guys. And then he freezes for like just a second as he's looking at you at this very big jumpsuited man. This linebacker.
This is a little awkward.
And he sort of looks at you and there's
I
no
put my hand
discernible
down and eat
features
my
of
pizza
yours
real
showing.
fast. Just what's up?
He's like, enjoy your pizza, boys. And so he walks out. Ding, ling, ling. That's the ringing bell.
I hate all of those people.
And you can hear
More of a young AJ Styles fan. I get it.
You can hear out in the streets, Chadwick like, us for mayor.
Oh God.
God. Hey. Oh Jesus. I see you doing okay, buddy? You look like you're sweating a little bit.
Good. Just, I hate capitalist, bourgeois, etc., etc., etc.
Well, that does sound like something you would say.
Yeah,
so
checks
I
out.
buy
Checks
it.
out. Yeah. Okay.
You know how it is.
All right, guys, I got to get back, and I pick up all that's left of the pizza and I walk out with it.
Whoa,
I paid for it.
whoa,
Come to the scrape if you want it.
Give me another slice of that real quick.
Yo.
Okay, here, you get one. Take one. I'm taking the rest.
Okay, and now I get one.
Red,
You get
that's how
one
it
more,
works.
and now I'm out. Perry out.
Socialism.
Hey, call himself Perry. Nice.
He did it. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Haka.
I'm not going back to that goddamn cave. So
It's a scrape.
Cave.
Yeah, I've got things to do. You need a drop off somewhere before I mosey on out of here?
No, I'm good. I got sky shoes.
That's true. All right.
Yeah.
I put the wheels back on the truck.
You really... Oh, buddy, you got to figure something out with that truck. No.
Well, I gotta be honest. I'm trying to fix the suit's jump jets, which would make all this sort of pointless. But I'm having a little problem with overheating. We'll get there.
Yeah, if you want, I can look in to see if there's any, like, magic shit.
Magic and technology don't mix super great.
Well, that's offensive, so,
He's trying to provoke?
No, just...
Are you trying to provoke someone? Basic move?
I was offering assistance, but now I'm gonna go spray paint something. Bye.
Big on vandalism, that guy.
Big on vandalism.
Try red.
Soft on crime. What?
Use the color red. It shows up great.
Oh, because of
Right.
I get it. Okay.
Communism.
All right. Yeah. All right. Bye.
That's my shtick.
I think we part ways there.
Yeah.
Okay.
The night ends.
We have that awkward like when it's like two people who are like acquaintances but they aren't like good friends yet, where there's just kind of that awkward.
Bye.
So.
Yep.
Bye. I guess. Yeah. That happens.
How does Peregrine get back to the scrape?
So I've
Slowly, I
been
would
thinking
imagine.
about this because
Does he have a motorbike?
a vehicle is not one of the things that Peregrine bequeathed to us.
Whoops.
And as the scrape is located high in the cliffs outside of town,
Oh, Lord.
no, I don't need to climb the cliff every time. There is an elevator. I think we established that.
I
We
was
needed
thinking
a
of
way.
some
We
sort of-
needed a way to get your suit up into the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Freight
it's a
elevator.
freight
So
elevator.
there is like a freight elevator, but to get out of town, I
gonna
think
take a
I'm
minute.
having to like. I'm having to
Still
like.
hoof it over the rooftops.
I'm having to like parkour and grappling hook arrow my way across the rooftops for far too long.
I could have
think
driven you
it's
to the
incredibly-
edge of town, but okay, I guess. You didn't ask.
I
so-
didn't. That's true.
Nope.
I will next time though.
Yeah, maybe next time you'll think about this. Be like, maybe the guy with the car. It's
Maybe
not a
that
great
guy.
car, but
Okay, so now we will transition to a series of wordless panels of
sweet.
Potentia. Now, I assume, in her civilian identity clothes.
Yep.
Probably.
Yep. Just very normal.
Bounding
very civilian.
towards. So you, let's say, you are headed home now, because at this point, by about like a moment after you started leaving, you got a text from your little brother Hudson,
Hudson
who says
Addison.
yes, Hudson Addison said, Already home. Let myself in.
Ooh.
See you later.
Oof.
Yeah, so that feels real good to see.
It's a
That
good
feels
thing
real
you're
good.
already guilty. I don't think you
Yeah,
can be
'cause-
double guilty.
Double guilty.
No. It seems like there's depths to it, but, I'm sure I'll hit the bottom eventually.
Yeah. So I think you come, you just come bounding home. Or how discreet do you think this goes? Where do you live? Like, describe the scene, I think, of Allison coming home.
I think we live, our parents' insurance was decent. We were already kind of middle class, so we kind of got enough to get by on with that plus my employment. So we're in like a decent area of town, not like bourgeoisie or anything, but
Excellent.
we get by. We get by. So we're just kind of like in an apartment building.
Okay.
Not a huge space, but
Yeah.
and I kind of feel like if she got this text as she was on her way home, she started to feel the I need to buy him back emotion. So she goes and picks up a pizza from the Geno's that Charlattan's not so into, conveniently, and brings
Bullshit.
that back to try and buy his love back, basically. Try and smooth things over a bit, because who doesn't love pizza?
Oh, so you're gonna come bounding, then trotting, then walking into and up the stairs.
Exactly, yeah. Maybe like 3 or 4 blocks away, like stop leaping and start walking like a person who lives there and has no superpowers whatsoever.
Yeah, totally normal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, come home. Maybe try the door, but it's locked. Hudson locks it whenever. I mean, he's a little kid, middle schooler, home alone. Fishing for the key. It's very just New York life, halcyon life. Balancing a pizza pie on one hand, getting your keys out like, oh, I'm a latchkey kid. Anyway. So you come inside and Hudson is sitting at the table. Let's say Hudson's in like 8th grade, 7th grade.
Yeah, sure, that works.
Okay. So Hudson is sitting at the table and they have made themselves a bowl of mac and cheese, cut up some wieners in it. And they're kind of picking through that. Dinosaur shaped.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that's all y'all have in your home. Maybe. I don't want to speak for you.
Just hey now. Sometimes it's craft dinner. Sometimes it's we might go for ramen occasionally.
Okay.
When you spice things up a bit.
Yeah.
This hurts because you're
Chicken soup
describing
in
my
camp?
actual real pantry right now.
Oh, Zach.
It's okay. I love macaroni and cheese and ramen.
So Hudson is eating this mac and cheese, kind of looks up for a second, kind of keeps eating. Said, well, I mean, I guess I know why you left. Yeah, hey.
Do you want to eat something better? I was late because I had to pick up the pizza and there was a line. It was like a 2-hour lineup for this pizza. And here it is.
I already made the mac and cheese.
Oh.
I already made the mac and cheese.
I mean, you could just have some of this later, I guess. I mean, I did pick it up for you, Hudson. So here you go.
He does this
She just kind of puts it in front of him and then kind of stands there awkwardly.
He does this big sort of he takes a moment to compose himself, sighs very deeply in this borderline condescending, I'd say, kind of way, but he pushes his mac and cheese away from him, kind of crosses his arms.
Mm-hmm. So how was school today? Good?
School was fine. You already asked me about that. We talked about school. Why did you leave in the middle of Faraday's speech? I was there. I was there for a while.
Oh no, her one excuse doesn't really work so hot in this case, does it? I'm sorry. You know my friend Alex? Alex had a family emergency. And I
put this on me.
I had to go and make sure he was doing okay, so I had to do that, and I'm sorry, I just totally forgot that you needed me to pick you up.
It's whatever.
But you got home okay. It worked out, right? And you got pizza out of it. So I think it's a win-win.
I'm 13. I can get home.
And you can see you did a great job, and I'm very proud of you. Just sometimes, sometimes I'm not always going to be there, and I'm glad that you are able to take care of yourself in the meantime. This is
not
good.
always gonna be there me right now. Let's not do that. I think
It's
this
a
is
very adult 13-year-old.
Yeah. You're right. I'm sorry. I really, really, Hudson, I'm sorry.
You need to slow down. You need to take care of your responsibilities.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I'm dying here.
Take a lesson from that slow kid you tutor.
Oh,
Whoa!
Whoa!
Ooh, Hudson. Not good.
Damn. That's Hey, he's not slow. He tries very hard. And he's fast. Have you seen him? He's on the football team. You don't get on the football team if you're slow.
We have a linebacker.
Football's for dummies.
Yeah, but some of them try. Okay.
I don't mean it. I'm sorry. I said that wasn't right of me to say.
It's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes. I made a mistake tonight. You did. Let's just try to forget about it. And
These are equivalent mistakes.
Yes. This is an equivalent exchange.
I'm just and he's like clenching his little fists. I keep talking about him like he's like 6. He's like, but he's having trouble. He's like, I just want to spend time with you. I want you to be there when you say you're going to be there, and when I need you to be there, which is more often than maybe you think, but it's true, and that's what I need. And you know what? That's what I need, and you need to be that for me. And I think
you're right.
Now we'll try and do this mechanical effect of like Hudson is trying to shift your mundane up and shift your freak.
The thing with mundane is the Janus already starts at a +3, so I can't go up.
Oh, well, if you would go up from a shift, then instead you would mark a condition is how that works.
Oh,
Oof.
okay.
So the way that this works with people trying to shift your labels is that you can either like reject their influence or accept what they're saying about you.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, I'm trying to bring up the little cheat sheet to remember what this. Okay. So when they tell you who you are, how the world works, either accept what they say or reject their influence. If you accept it, then the labels will adjust, like I said, and that will just happen. And in this case, you would mark a condition. And if you want to reject what they're telling you about yourself, which I mean, it doesn't sound like you do, because you seem very yes, you're totally right, Hudson. You're totally right.
Yeah. I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably be accepting the label in this case. The only thing is just because of it already being at +3 mundane, I'm not sure what we would do there other than I feel like the one to drop would probably be superior because I would feel even worse about how I'm fulfilling these obligations.
Yeah,
right?
maybe superior, like this notion, that kind of makes more sense than freak. So you dropping your superior because it's like this sense of yourself being able to handle all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I can do it all.
If it's an ego.
Yeah. And so that makes sense. So I think drop that and it would bump up your mundane. But because that is at +3, then that would mark a condition actually.
Okay.
And so I'm thinking because you're already guilty, do we think this would how do we think this would make her feel? Like afraid that she's not going to be able to, I don't know, gain control of this? Hopeless in the same way that like, it's too much. Insecure.
It's either that, I think, or insecure because she feels like she's just not who she needs to be to fulfill all of her responsibilities in life.
I think that works.
She wants to be the best hero, and she's not doing it great. And now she's realized she's not being a very good sister.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. Insecure works really well for like, especially because you're supposed to be this like, guardian authority figure to some degree for Hudson, and insecure in that role of being security for him.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so in that case, should I just be dropping, or should I just be doing the condition? Since I
So
can't
what it will do,
increase
it
mundane?
will drop the superior. Wait, no, actually, I
Okay.
don't. No, because that'll throw everything out of whack. I think it'll
Yeah.
just mark the condition. I think that's how it works.
Okay. All right.
Did anyone else hear some kind of noise in the background?
I heard some music. Yeah.
I initially thought it was the sound of breaking glass.
Stone Cold.
By God, that's Stone Cold's music. I shouldn't have. Maybe I shouldn't have pointed it out.
If y'all would have gotten some beers, what does Steve Austin drink at the pizza place?
Budweiser.
You're underage anyway. I take it back. Don't get beers.
No beers.
No beers.
They don't know we're underage.
No beers. The last
Of course,
time.
they'd have to card us,
All right.
and that doesn't work out great. So,
All right. So Hudson is now going to. He's done eating, so he's just gonna take his little plate over to his little dishwasher. No, he's gonna take his plate over to the sink and just put it in there, and just kind of head back to.
Sure.
Do y'all have separate rooms?
Yes.
2-bed. It's a 2-bed.
We do have that much.
Okay.
It's a 2-bedroom.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I think, he's gonna just sort of leave you with that and go head off to bed.
Sure. And Potential just kind of sits there and eats pizza alone.
Oh,
Looks all.
pizza for one. Can she? How big is the pizza? Tell me how big the pizza is.
It's gonna be just a medium. It's just a medium.
Okay, that's not the
It's-
worst.
It's
It's
like
less
grade
pizza
A.
staring you in the face. Okay. Okay. So, because we've been going for a while,
Yeah.
I think we might just need to call it for the moment.
they've
Yeah,
got to
I mean,
do
we've
the
all-
end of session wrap up. There's a thing.
I guess it'll be the end of
For-
session.
There's a move for the end of session. Something
Yeah,
like
one
that.
second. one second.
Is there?
There
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Choose one. And so this is every single player chooses this, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So we get this. We'll get these shots of Hudson walking off, closing the door. Allison sitting there eating her medium pizza alone now. Some good indie from music from the 90s is playing. We'll figure it out later. We get a shot of Nick, not Lil Nicky. No, not that kid. No, Nick Logos. Scaling his way up to the scrape. No,
No, I'm in the.
the
okay.
elevator's out. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
It'll be 3 a.m. before you get in.
No, Nick walking in. And here's a question: do you ever take off your costume around Peregrine? Peregrine 1.
Yeah, because when I first found my way to the cave, I went in just as Nick Logos.
Mhm. And
So
you
she-
know who she is.
No,
You don't know who
do
she
not.
is. You know she's
she has
Peregrine.
never removed. I know she's Peregrine. She has
Yeah.
never removed her mask around me.
Dang.
You better pierce that mask, basically.
Power move.
So it's calling out these basic moves. So you're walking in with pizza leftovers, and let's get we'll do some quick scenes of just walking in, and she's kind of like stooped over a computer. No, actually, I think she sits in a computer chair like L from Death Note. I think is how she does it.
Okay. All right. Congratulations, you picked the one thing from Death Note that I can actually picture. I do know what you mean when you refer to that. So, yeah.
Yeah. Squatter like she's perching, you know?
I think definitely has leaned way too hard into the bird thing.
Yeah.
is a characteristic of Peregrine 1.
Mm-hmm. Peregrine Run. So you're coming into the scrape. She's just, working away on the computer, and she kind of looks for a moment, looks back to the computer, and says, "How was she?"
She was good, but I don't know if she's the one you thought she was when you picked her.
She's shaking her head. No, she's not. We need more. Do you know her yet? Do you know who she really is?
I will soon enough.
It's a real CW ass.
Right? Then she spreads her wings and goes. She starts doing like a Lindsay Bluth Arrested Development. No, I'm just kidding.
She's never actually seen a peregrine falcon.
Yeah.
And so the camera pulls back as dramatic music swells, rips straight from the arrow endings.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. As that siren plays and you two are doing Arrested Development chicken dances, as the camera pulls away from the script. Oh. And so I think we'll just get a quick shot of Alex kind of returning home. What kind of area of town do you live in, Alex? The garage.
Not a great one. It's
how far from South Halcyon Distribution Center is it?
It's a distance though. It's dogs. It's a bit of a distance. We're more on the eastern side of town, over by the docks in the commercial sort of shipping district area. We repair a lot of trucks, is all I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
Dogs.
So you start coming. Puppies.
Yeah, they're going nuts back here. I don't know why. Yeah, our family has a lot of dogs. You know,
A lot of dogs.
they're very excited to see Alex again.
Yeah, this is actually a lot of dogs in the garage, I assume too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Russian pointer, is that a dog?
Sure, but no, we have like Labradors or something American.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Golden
That's true.
Retrievers.
Labradors are American.
All of your
I don't fucking know. Neither do my parents, as it turns out.
It's just
They had
what
no
your father
idea. This is
thinks
what-
Americans would get as a dog.
they get here in the 90s. What American dogs?
Boston Terrier? Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
So
Sounds great.
you pull up in the truck.
Golden Doodle, you got it.
Do you have a name for the Iron Curtain when it's a truck?
Nope.
No, right?
Nope.
So you start.
Truck.
You're rolling up, and as you get closer, you can see there's this.
Newfoundland is Canada is part of America, right?
No,
Same way
no,
Ukraine
no,
is
no,
part
no,
of
no.
Russia. Yeah.
No.
And so as you get closer, you see outside the garage, the lights are on, like the door, what do you call those things? Like those metal garage doors that you like, I guess it's a garage door, huh? The garage door is open, the lights on in the bay are on. And there is this relatively nondescript but nice luxury black sedan idling outside. And as you come up, you can see your grandfather and your father kind of just like standing there, like wordlessly, like you can't quite read their expressions from the distance in the bay.
Well, Dad's standing there. Grandpa's in a wheelchair.
Grandpa's in a wheelchair,
He's missing a leg.
and they're both just hanging out in here, just looking toward the car. As you get closer, you can see a man kind of stoop as he gets into the back seat. And you like pull up on the curb behind it, and as it pulls away, you can see the license plate reads "Us."
All right.
And the
Fortunately,
moment,
I've changed into civilian clothes at some point during this particular period.
that once it turns around the corner, your grandfather and dad just start like yelling at each other, just going in. Your grandfather in Russian, your dad sticking to English doggedly.
He's trying real hard.
He's refused. He's got like every now and then you can hear like this slight his accent kind of give, but they just start going in on each other. after this man who we know to be Faraday Us, aka the amazing Daedalus, has left.
What are you doing here?
And
All right.
then we'll cut to
Yeah.
let's see Charlatan at the end of the issue. Did you go home for the night?
I think I'm up on the rooftop of our apartment building. I haven't gone in, but I'm like there. I can't quite I feel good about being a total badass for the day. But I don't want to face Anne right now because I kind of took the opportunity she gave me, even though it sucked, and blew it up in my face. And, I feel real bad. So I'm probably going to hang out up here alone for a while until I know she's gone to bed, and then I'll sneak inside.
Okay. So you wait up here for a longer than you know that Anne wants to be staying up. It's like 1:32 in the morning. The light in the kitchen finally goes off, and you can see it, from your vantage point, the reflection or something off of another building. But so you can tell that she stayed up for a while, way past her bedtime.
Tried to wake me out. Ha
Hey, got him.
Avoid this social interaction until tomorrow.
That's all we can ever do. Temporary victories. Are you the only foster child that she
I am the only foster child she has, yeah.
Okay. I say you finally sneak inside, and on your way in, you see that she has made you also a bowl of dinosaur mac and cheese with dogs chopped up. And put it
Fuck! God damn it! No!
And there's a little bit of saran wrap on it, and there's a sticky note. It says, microwave for 30 seconds, because she knows that you'll forget.
I will eat it cold, yes.
But she just wants you to, she's like, it's better, honey. It's better. Just heat it up a little bit.
Well, I feel extra bad now. I think I would want to close out on me eating microwaved mac and cheese. I had to stop it right before the timer counted down, because that would have gone off and she would have woken up.
You detected my trap.
Shit.
You solved my microwave puzzle.
Ends with me fucking eating microwave leftover mac and cheese in the middle of our kitchen at night, alone, feeling shitty.
So everyone stop recording. It's just me, Mitchell, here, wrapping up. No worries. Graham's still talking. He's apologizing profusely. He's like, I gotta make it up to you. You can't, Graham. That's how it goes. But hope you enjoyed our Tale of Teens. We are leaving our four heroes here divided, individual, apart in their own homes, where they have to go when they're not combating the forces of evil. Amazon.com. Don't sue me. Let's hit it. Y'all, no one else is, I should reveal now, no one else is here with me. This is just me, Mitchell. GM Mitchell, as you like to call me, G Mitchell. Don't call me that, actually. Sitting here with my cat. Her name's Birdie. she's not on mic, but that's because she can't talk. It's a good reason. I hope that my fledgling GMing, stumbling around in the dark, has not caused too much psychic pain to any avid role players out there who know what they are doing. Giving it my best, y'all, and I'm gonna keep studying and get my nose to those books. I should probably throw out a quick credit to Brendan Conway, because that's the person who designed and developed masks. And without that person's work, I'm making a sentence, we wouldn't have done this thing. And so that's really cool. Also, because there is a team of people who helped them get to the everything organized, copy edited, and such. I'm not going to rattle off all the names, but I have to give a shout out to Michael Lee Lunsford, because they do the cool-ass illustration that unfortunately can in no way be a part of a podcast using this system. It's a bummer, but it looks really good. And I know that all of us here at All Along the Watchtower have been a fan of Michael Lee Lunsford's work, Mike LL. So go get masks. You'll be able to look at it and you'll be able to read it. It said drivethrurpg.com. I don't know how many details I need to give. I'm not an RPG pro. Oh, I think this is a fine time to finish the episode. But what's that? You're still in your seats? Are you waiting for a post-credit scene? Oh, Kevin Feige's got us on a short leash. Our little butts going numb in our seats as we sit in the theater. Ushers coming through, sweeping up the popped corn around our feet. The screen's gone black, but we're screaming, "When's Thanos? Thanos now! Thanos!" That's actually what Kevin Feige screams in the theater after every MCU. That's why they invented post-credit scenes, because they'd play an MCU film for Kevin, and he would just be apoplectic. He'd be beside himself by the end of the movie during the credits, wondering where was Thanos during this whole thing. He knew where he was during most of Guardians. We did get to see James Gunn threw him that bone. All right, I'm just gonna stop the podcast. This is now me riffing into the abyss. This is the end. I don't have a post-credit scene. That's whoops. We're gonna come back and do an episode 2. That's a post-credit scene of a sort. So in the meantime, follow us on Twitter at WatchtowerDCAU. Follow us in real life if you spot us on the street. Don't probably do that. My co-host will probably not be too keen on that. Oh, also email us at allalongthewatchtowerpodcast@gmail.com with any questions, praise, PG insults, all of those. All right, bye.